team in Detroit. But sometimes when you're very good offensively, there's parts of your game that's not as good. And if they're giving up that many shots, that's part of it. I've watched a little bit of their games. They do trade chances, and I don't know if that's going to bode well, trading chances with the Edmonton Oilers. But you can't fall asleep on the Red Wings, and I don't believe the Oilers team is going to overlook them. I don't believe they're going to feel, too happy about the way their season has started. They're playing against Team Detroit that's ahead of them in the standings. A team in Detroit that's got, some stars on this team. So this is a game the Oilers, I believe, are going to be confident, but it's not going to be overconfident. I think this is a game where the Oilers are going to continue to try to get better. And the best part of the Oilers game against Pittsburgh was the way they played defensively. And I think they want to keep that going in this game against the Red Wings.
There you go. That's our Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers, built Ford proud. Rob Brown will be joining Bryn Griffiths during the first and second intermission of tonight's game. Cam Moon's got the call up next. It's the Edmonton Oilers opening up what ultimately is a 4-game road trip tonight. Little Caesars Arena against the Detroit Red Wings. Up next on Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
I'm Gene Principe for Legacy Heating and Cooling. If you need a furnace this Halloween, it'd be a grave mistake not to call Legacy. Call Legacy. Need repair? Revampire your furnace? Just call Legacy. Call Legacy. Legacy has a skeleton of furnaces in stock. Call Legacy. Call Legacy. Plus no interest and no prints of payments for 1 year when you buy with Legacy Heating and Cooling.
To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2025-26 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day Live event on November 3rd at the Millcraft Bar and Kitchen. For the full event schedule and to RSVP, go to OilersGameDayLive.com. Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 737373, Pizza 73.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, saved us that star-spangled banner yet wave. Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This is Oil Country. David, score! Now, With the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers begin the road trip here in Detroit. Good afternoon, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Jack Michaels. We are the Oilers Radio Network. Go to the starting lineup. Brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Leon Draisaitl with Vasily Podkolzin and Victor Arvidsson. On defense, Darnell Nurse and Brent Kulak. In goal, it's Calvin Pickard. For the Red Wings, JT Compher with Andrew Kopp and Patrick Kane. On defense, Ben Sherratt and Jeff Petrie. In goal, it's Cam Talbot. Referees, Kendrick Nicholson and Furman South, Scott Cherry and Devin Berg. They're on the lines to drop the puck. We're underway here at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. The puck in the Oilers zone, lifted up and out by Podkolzin. He'll give it to Arvidsson. He had 3 assists against Pittsburgh on Friday. For the win behind the net to Draisaitl. A shot and a save made by Talbot. Draisaitl turning 29 seasons today, and up the right wing. The puck brought out to center ice by Kane. On the left wing into the Oilers zone to Compher. He'll go in behind the Edmonton net over to the right wing. To Kopp, now to Kane. Kane being pressured by Nurse, spins him off of the puck. It comes up through the middle, and Kulak on the right to Arvidsson. He'll break out in over the line. His pass looking for Draisaitl. His stick lifted as Compher was able to get in there, and it's cleared out to center ice. Patrick Kane right at the center ice line across. We'll give it to Edvinsson. Went to shoot it. Goes off of Bouchard over to the left side. Nugent Hopkins out with it. Larkin into his own end. To Sider across to Edvinsson. On the left wing to Raymond. He'll dump it in. Just over a minute gone. Here scoreless first. The Oilers taking on the Red Wings. Hyman to Bouchard. Up the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. He'll chop it to the right corner. Hyman will get after it. He'll find it in the right side. Centering pass off the stick of the netminder Talbot. And it goes near the blue line and out through the middle. It's Raymond to center ice for Detroit. He'll flip it towards the net. Calvin Pickard will stop it. Now sweep it to the right wing corner. Bouchard through the middle to Nugent Hopkins on the right wing. A little far for McDavid. He'll catch up to it into the right corner. His pass goes off a skate, hits Sider, and it goes to the left wing. And Berggren's able to get it out.
Oilers are skating early. They look pretty good in transition up the ice.
Good fast pace to this one is Stetcher. Able to clear the puck in. Nada got it caught up in his skates. On the right wing, it is cleared out. So Stetcher played in game 500 on Friday against Pittsburgh. He's able to dump it in. Edvinsson up the right wing. Chopped out by Casper and inside his own blue line. Jeff Skinner for the Oilers. Put it right through the middle to Veleno, and Veleno into the Oiler end for Berggren to the right wing corner. On the left side to Nada, comes in from the blue line behind the net to Berggren. That goes just by him. They'll get to it on the right to the blue line. Johansson will keep it in. Nada's got to come in from the left point, poke it into the left wing corner. Henry slides it in behind the net for Nurse. He'll take a bump. Rim it on the left wing to Connor Brown. Now to Troy Stetcher as he gets to center ice, and he'll dump it in. Scoreless here in the first. 2:45 gone as the puck rolls out of the Oilers zone. And on the right wing, Rasmussen into the Edmonton end on the left wing. Forced to the left side, and his shot blocked by Emberson. He'll get it out through center ice. Sider on the right wing, hammers it, and it hit the corner glass. And then it was going towards the Oiler net. The whistle goes when it hits that curved glass by the bench, but it was going towards the net as Pickard was about to try and stop it.
A little nervous just for a second.
Calvin Pickard in his 4th appearance of the season. He's 1-1-0. He made 25 saves in a 4-2 win at Nashville October 17th. That was his last game. They'll put that face-off right at center. And it goes all the way down to Talbot. He has to steer it into the corner. Johansson to Nada. Nada up the left wing. Cross to Johansson. The right side. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Pickard to play it off the glass, and it goes out of play. Your face-off in the Oiler end to the left of Calvin Pickard. 3 minutes, 19 seconds gone here in a scoreless first period. Oilers will play tomorrow in Columbus. to start off this trip back-to-back.
So you got one team right at the cap, the Red Wings, and another team that's spending the least on players. Turns the puck over back behind his goal, and just a tough sequence for Kulak, and they came out of it. Oilers had total puck possession. Kulak went to play. He got Andrew Klopp checked it off his stick. They chipped it down low and Kane reverse passed one in front, and Copper with a tap in. Often we have seen Detroit get the lead here, and it has happened again.
3:28 into the first period, 1-0 the Red Wings lead. Comfer gets his third of the year. Puck dumped into Detroit territory. Petrie, the former Edmonton Oiler, up the right wing. Patrick Kane now through the middle for Sherratt. And we get over center ice and dump it in. It goes to the right wing. Comfer gonna go by him. To the right wing point it goes. And that shot from the right point by Petrie was blocked, and it comes out. Petrie has to go back for it in his own end. Give it to Larkin at center ice now to Sherratt on the left wing to Kopp. He hit Ekholm with it. The puck comes across on the right, and Kane fans on the one-timer, and it went wide, and Arvidsson will get it out, and he'll come down the right wing. Into the Detroit zone. Pass to the middle, and Kane was able to get in front of it before he could get to Ekholm.
Too many men.
Down the right wing for Edmondson. He'll drive it on net, and the save made by Pickard. Up the right wing now, McDavid brings it out. Flies into Detroit territory to the middle. Then shot by Nugent Hopkins was blocked. It will go the other way. Down the right side it goes to Brinkett. Shot wide of the Edmonton net as Raymond had fed him down the right wing. Puck comes out to center. Sider will dump it in. They're going end-to-end here. It's 1-0 Detroit in the first. Comfer from Kane and Kopp. 3:28 in. Sider will take it in behind the net. He'll get it up the right side. Give the puck to Raymond, now to Larkin. Into the Oilers' zone, long shot, and there's the glove saved by Pickard. They want him to play it, but there's nowhere to go with it, and we got the whistle. 5 minutes, 10 seconds gone here in the first. 1-0 Red Wings lead.
Well, Detroit's been a little flat their last couple games. They've won them. They were outshot badly the other night and got a win. They only had 11 or 12 shots on goal, and the Oilers get some opportunities off the rush and don't get any shots on goal.
Yeah.
See how Kulak responds here after that giveaway.
It's a Detroit team that's been outshot in 6 of 8 coming into this one.
Worst shot differential in the league, and they're out shooting Edmonton 4-1 here.
So Hansen from a right wing point, got it to the corner. Stetcher around the boards to Matthias Janmark. Wow. Couldn't get it out. Fisher had camped it in. Puck gets to the middle. Johansson forced to the left wing side. Didn't have a shooting lane. Laid it in behind the net. Fisher to Rasmussen. Rasmussen back to the blue line. Johansson to Nada on the right. Nada got it down the right wing boards. Valeno after it. On the right wing. It goes to Fisher on the left side. Back to the point. Johansson on the left wing boards. Valeno centering pass, and that's off his stick. Skips into the slot. Valeno turns. He'll shoot it, and that's blocked. The rebound put towards the net, and a save by Pickard as Mata had come in from the left point and just put it right on net. Calvin Pickard held on. Face-off will be to the right of Pickard. Adam Henrique taking the draw. He'll be up against Marco Kasper. Kasper just playing in his 6th NHL game. Back to the left wing point. Sider to the left wing corner. Turn off the side of the net. Kulak up the right wing boards to Henrique. Off the glass. He came out. Right back in. Tarasenko. He'll shoot it. That's blocked. But comes to the middle. And the save made by Pickard. This time off of Berggren and up the right wing. Emberson will get it out. Anderson to center ice, now to Connor Brown. Comes into the Detroit zone. One hands it to the right wing corner. Sider up against the boards, but Brown's in front of him. Now it goes in behind the net. Brought out by Jeff Skinner. Out to the slot. Couldn't connect with Henrique. Emberson will keep it in for Edmonton. 1-0 Detroit here in the first period. Brown, good job on the forecheck. Gets the puck to the left side. His centering pass, and that one glances off of Edmondson, and it is cleared out by Tarasenko. Brown into his own end. To Bouchard. Oilers will make changes. 7 minutes gone here in the first. 1-0 Detroit. JT Compher's third of the year. Home up the left wing through the middle. That hit a stick. Goes to Draisaitl. He'll bring it in through the middle. Now come down the left wing. He'll drop it. Arvidsson shot doesn't get through. Draisaitl over to the right wing with it. Top of the circle to the blue line. To the middle. Bouchard shot. And Talbot gets it with the glove. Might have been going wide. He's going to hold on to it. We're going to take a break. 7 minutes, 23 seconds gone. 1-0. Red Wings lead the Oilers. From Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in stock, ready to deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in Detroit. 1-0 Red Wings lead in the first period. Today's Oilers 50-50 is presented by Rogers. It's in support of the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation, giving kids the best chance to live a long and healthy life. The total jackpot right now over $77,000. JT Compher, the goal scorer for the Red Wings. 3:28 in, 1-0 Detroit leads. Face off to the left of Talbot. And as Draisaitl ties up with Kopp, it goes in behind the net. Petrie on the right wing. Gave it to Kane, now to Petrie. Up the right wing boards, able to get it out. Goes off the stick right back to Podkolzin. Their offside call against Edmonton.
So they've had some guys here in Detroit in the back end. Costa Bear, we saw him the other night.
Yeah.
Pretty good, didn't he?
He did look pretty good, yeah.
Wallman sort of took his game to another level. Got two-thirds like Canadians defense when they had Weber, Sherratt, and Petrie.
Up the left wing, Kopp into the Oilers zone. To the left wing corner for Compher. Tied up with Nurse. Loose puck goes to Draisaitl. Left side to Podkolzin. Long pass out to center ice. Goes to Nurse. He'll come in on the right wing for Draisaitl. It overskated it for a moment and stops up. Comes to the top of the circle, and Sherratt will skate through the middle for Detroit into the Oilers zone. Pushes it to the left wing corner. He'll go after it. Draisaitl in front of his net and up the right wing now to Podkolzin. Will get it out for Arvidsson. As DeBrincat got in the way, but now Arvidsson in over the line to Podkolzin. Fans on his shot. It goes to Draisaitl. He'll let it go. That misses on the glove side. Bouchard on the left side couldn't get one towards the net. DeBrincat up to Larkin. He'll bring it down for Detroit into the Oiler end on the left wing. His drop pass. It goes to Edmondson. Now to the middle and just off the stick of Raymond. And up the left wing, it's Ekholm to center ice.
Oilers have had two great shifts to start the game, and they have been sloppy since then.
1-0 Detroit leads. Played 8:45 of the opening period. Side his own zone, Ekholm up the left wing. Off the stick of McDavid, that was kept in on the blue line by Larkin. Bouchard, left wing corner to Nugent-Hopkins. Has to go back to the left, but there's nobody there for Edmonton. DeBrincat has it for Detroit. Makes a couple of moves in the corner. He'll dish it to the middle, and Larkin shot. Didn't get a lot on it and missed the net. Ekholm up the left wing. Larkin kept it in. Now on the right wing for Raymond. Raymond inside the Oilers zone. It's knocked off his stick, and Edmondson will keep it in. Puck goes into the left wing corner. Ekholm to Bouchard. He'll take it in behind the net.
Had about as bad a 6-minute stretch as they've had all season.
Bouchard, long pass on the left wing to Jeff Skinner. Just got it in over the line. Johansson right back out with it to center ice. Puck goes to Kasper. Marco Kasper at his own blue line. Over to Mata. Out of the middle. Johansson through center. On the right wing. Tarasenko unable to get it low in the Oilers zone. It's Nurse trying to get it out. He can't. Berggren kept it in. Berggren going towards the net. It's poked off his stick. Henry gets it out. Left side to Skinner. Into the Detroit zone. Pass to the middle. And Berggren came back for it. Got body position on Nurse, and it's out through the middle of the ice. Berggren down the right wing. Through the middle. Now to Mata. His shot. And a pad save made by Pickard. Puck behind the net. Berggren. Working it back there for the Red Wings. Goes over to the right. Comes out. The shot. Saved by Pickard. The rebound went off Calvin Pickard's pad. And up the right side. Brown for the Oilers. Weaves his way into the Detroit zone. 9:20 to go here in the first. 1-0 Red Wings lead. Brown in the right corner around to the left wing point. Kulak gets there just in time, but Valeno will clear it. Valeno up to center ice and dump it in. Rasmussen over to the left wing. Oh, tough hit on Ryan on the left wing corner. Puck back to the point. And the shot by Edmondson doesn't get through. He hammered it towards the net. It was blocked. Rasmussen out to the slot. He'll get it to Valeno. A shot and a save made by Pickard. Ryan's stick snapped in half. Now he gets a new one over at the Edmonton bench. 1-0 Detroit leads. Puck flipped to the line. Edmondson keeps it in. Over to the right wing. In front of him is Janmark. Forces him to the right wing corner. And whistle goes as the mask of Pickard became dislodged. He took a shot and it blew out the back snap, so we get the whistle. We're going to take a break. 8:36 to go here in the first. 1-0. Red Wings lead the Edmonton Oilers. From Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Experience a game day meal that's second to none. Fanfare with Skip is your all-star lineup of local restaurants this hockey season. Watch Jack Michaels give you the play-by-play on each restaurant's connection to the community and our team. Visit EdmontonOilers.com/skip to watch this month's episode with Marlowe Tacos. Then open your Skip app and tap in an order with exclusive fan access to a deal each game day during the month.
Did somebody say Skip?
Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 1-0 Detroit leading. 8:36 to go in the first period. JT Comfort, the goal scorer. The Oilers have, with the exception of the first couple of shifts, Bob, they've been hanging on. Did I lose you?
I was like,
oh.
What were you going to say?
He had me tuned right out, didn't he?
Yeah.
So they haven't played well since the first two shifts.
They've been completely dominated. That's how they played. Absent.
Face off to the left of Pickard. Puck goes right to him off the draw to Stetcher. Up the right wing to Hyman. Right out through center. Now McDavid. Into the Detroit zone, drops it to Stetcher down the left wing in front of the net, and unable to get his stick on it was Hyman.
We're back to trying to pass the puck into the net instead of just, they shot the lights out against Pittsburgh, and that's bold. Right in front of you.
50 shots against the Penguins in a 4-0 victory for Edmonton. So far, just one shot on Cam Talbot. Puck to the blue line. Edmondson will give it to Raymond. Now to the side of the net. What a save by Pickard. Coming across to stop the break it. Amazing save by Calvin Pickard. And they play on in the Oilers zone up the right wing. Stetcher will get it out. The break it should have had one there. Sider will take it into his own zone, reverse it.
Edmonton's been getting dominated here. The shots are 10-1 now.
Edmondson to center ice will dump it in. Pickard will stop it in behind the net. Ekholm off the right wing boards and out. Sherratt love it down. Just get it into the Oilers zone. So it's Ekholm over to Bouchard. Matthias Ekholm up the right wing at center to Draisaitl. His pass got blocked. Comfort comes the other way. Checked by Bouchard. It strips the puck away. To the left wing for Ekholm, up to Draisaitl. Draisaitl with points in 5 straight. We'll get it out to center. Now to Bouchard, in over the line, across. Here is Arvidsson, the shot. And that one just off of Talbot and stayed out.
Well, Talbot fought that one off. It was a great chance for Edmonton.
Bouchard weaves his way into the Detroit zone. Right wing to Draisaitl. Cross ice pass to the left point. It hit Emberson in the leg.
You got to put the puck on the net here. And they're not putting it on the net. When you don't have a play, put it on the net.
Sherratt will shoot it in. This goes to the left corner.
Right now, they're fueling Detroit's transition.
It's turned right back in. Tarasenko, cross ice pass. It gets to the middle. The shot just wide of the net by Johansson. 1-0 Detroit leads. 6:18 to go in the first period. Puck to the blue line. Doesn't get out. Mata on the right wing to Tarasenko to the blue line. Johansson to Mata to the left wing corner. Berggren in front of the net to Kasper, and he put it wide. Puck in the right corner. Mata to Berggren. Berggren in the right wing corner to Mata. Out of Kasper. Behind the Edmonton net. His pass goes off a stick over to the left wing boards. Tarasenko to the high slot to Berggren, and shot save made by Pickard. Puck back near the blue line, and it comes out.
Edmonton's lucky it's not 3-0.
Exactly. Calvin Pickard's had to make some exceptional saves early on. Oilers down 1-0 in the first as Larkin comes into the Edmonton zone to the right corner. The left wing side for Raymond. All the way across to Larkin. Up to the blue line. Cycles it to the corner. Goes in behind the net. To Brinket. To Edmondson. And his shot. That one is blocked. And it comes out. Edmondson has to go after it. Hyman right on him. Hyman will get it loose. Over to the left corner. To Nugent Hopkins. Up the left wing boards to McDavid. Through the middle. Now just beyond Nurse. And it does come out. And Raymond down the right wing. To the right wing corner and went off his stick. To Brinket on the forecheck, providing some pressure, but Kulak will get it out. Shot right back in. Red Wings will make a change.
Perry's trying to get Veleno to go. They're going to fight.
And he does. Veleno has dropped the gloves of Corey Perry. Veleno throwing some rights. Perry trying to get the right free. Instead, throws a left. Now Perry with a bunch of rights from underneath. Oh, Perry with a big right.
This is for the hit on Derek Ryan.
Perry is got Valeno up against the boards, pops him with a couple of lefts, and down to the ice. They're going to get right back up. They're still going. And now the linesmen, well, they try to get in here. Now they will get in there. And a good tilt with Corey Perry and Joe Valeno. 4:39 to go here in the first. 1-0 Red Wings lead. Let's see if that sparks the Oilers.
Number 90, 5 minutes each for fighting.
Even up tilt. We'll take a break. 1-0. Red Wings lead the Oilers with 4:39 to go here in the first period. From Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, it's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. As a musician, I'm drawn to the sounds of this great province. Whether it's the wind blowing down the Rockies, the rustling of grass across the prairie, or the sweet sound of a Ford Super Duty, it's all music to my ears. Speaking of Super Duty, with heavy-duty performance that's built for getting the job done right, it's no wonder this truck has Albertans singing its praises. The 2024 Ford Super Duty is available now at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just head on in today and tell them PV sent you.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deke past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Red Wings lead the Oilers. 4:39 to go in the first period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stoffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and home payments, no interest for 1 year. JT Compher with the goal. That was 3:28 into this opening period. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Pickard. Fighting Majors to Perry of the Oilers. Valeno of the Red Wings. And on the right side, Stetcher off of Skinner and out with it. Mata to Casper. Out of Johansson. Out of Berggren. That went just off of him. Up in the neutral zone. Derek Ryan across to Stetcher. In on the right wing to the right corner. From the angle, put it off the outside of the post. It goes into the right corner of the Red Wing end. Casper to Mata. Over to Johansson up the right wing. Directed down by Berggren, but he was still on the Red Wing side of center, so it's icing against Detroit. Talbot, his last game, 37 saves in a 5-3 win versus New Jersey. That was on Thursday. Alex Lyon played yesterday in that 5-3 loss at Buffalo. As Detroit in the second half of a back-to-back.
Well, often the team that's playing that second half of the back-to-back is the better team early. And that's been the case so far. It hasn't been close.
Rod Colson, right corner. Left side to Arvidsson. Behind the net for Draisaitl. Goes over to the right wing. To the right wing point. Bouchard will shoot it. That's blocked. And it rolls to Talbot. He'll scoop it up with the glove. 3:48 to go here in the first period. Oilers in Columbus tomorrow. They're in Nashville on Thursday. In Calgary on Sunday. At home to New Jersey on Monday. That's November 4th.
So we're in a 5-game stretch here.
A lot of hockey.
Teams didn't make 4 of the 5 teams didn't make the playoffs last year. A couple of them are off to a better start.
Petrie on the right wing to Kane. Out of the middle of Sherratt. Poked off his stick by Arvidsson, but recovering. Petrie on the left wing. The Kopp will come into the Oilers zone. Cross-ice pass, hit Kane. And he's trying to go all the way across, and Arvidsson will come out through the middle. Arvidsson forced back at center ice. On his own blue line to Nurse. Nurse finds a bit of room up the middle to Arvidsson on the left wing. Now towards Draisaitl. Draisaitl, the shot, and the save made by Talbot. As Draisaitl got that puck to sit down, Petrie will clear it out, find Kopp. Just over center, he'll dump it in. Kulak will take it in behind his net. Now out with it. We're under 3 to go here in the first. 1-0 Red Wings lead. Kulak will shoot it in, hits the end boards, goes in behind the Detroit net. Hyman to the left wing corner to Kulak. Now to Hyman, to Kulak. Behind the net to Nugent Hopkins. He's on the left side. Nugent Hopkins with points in the last 3 straight. McDavid in there too, but it does come free. Rasmussen up the left wing to Larkin. Off the stick of Bouchard and Ian, and now Nugent Hopkins will find Hyman. He'll come in on the right side. Put it in behind the net. Sider jams it around the boards. Bouchard to the middle, but broken up. Larkin will get it out. Give it to DeBrincat down the left wing. He's got Raymond. The pass to Raymond just off his stick. Goes to the right wing corner.
That was a hook for sure.
Edmondson from the left wing towards the net. It's Ekholm to Nugent Hopkins. To Ekholm, goes behind the Oiler goal. Rims it on the right. He will get it out.
Oilers just got to survive this first period, only down 1-0. They've been poor.
2 minutes to go in this first. As Larkin steer it in. Pickard got it on the right wing. Around that right side to Emberson. To center ice to Henrique. To shoot it in. Talbot play a rolling puck on the left side. Puck gets up to the line. Kept in by Kulak. Left wing board. Skinner with a shot and a save made by Talbot. He'll hold on with 1:33 to go in the first. 1-0 Red Wings lead.
One thing about Corey Perry, he's doing everything he can to sort of get his team going. Because they haven't had much juice.
Not much.
But there's been a couple times he's helped pick the team up when they've been lacking a little. Expect a 39-year-old player to always be doing that for you. Kind of reinvented himself late in his career.
Off to the right of Talbot. Perry in his 20th season in the NHL.
I know you were a big AHA fan back in the day.
It was a unique video. Family Guy did a great play on it. That comes out to center ice. Fisher will dump it in. Put it in behind the Edmonton net. There was Kulak on the right side. Mata from the left wing point. There goes to Connor Brown of the Oilers. Now on the left side to Nurse. Come through the middle and now dump the puck in. Brown after it on the forecheck. Also in there is Jeff Skinner. It's free behind the net. Goes to Mata. We're into the last minute now here in the first. 1-0 Detroit leads. Rasmussen to center ice. Drifts it in off the end glass. Kulak to the end boards. Got it to the corner. But there's Patrick Kane into the high slot. The Kopp. Now to Edmondson. Hit shot off the blocker of Pickard. Edmondson left point. Now to Kane, goes to the right, cross to Kopp. His shot, another save by Pickard, and he squeezes it up against his body and holds on with 38 seconds to go here in the first.
I know Patrick Kane's been a great player in his career. Why do you give him so much time and space?
No kidding.
Like, he doesn't have explosive quickness anymore. He's smart, but it's like guys are... It's like they're scared. I don't know. It's quite something, let me tell you.
He's out to the right of Pickard. Draisaitl out of the face-off.
Breaking the place, that's all, Cam.
Yeah, what are you doing over there? Gets to the middle, Raymond. Over to the right wing, a shot, and it goes wide of the Edmonton net. It was up on end. Matthias Ekholm bringing it out with 30 seconds to go in the period. Left wing for Arvidsson. Cross ice to Bouchard now on the right. Draisaitl, cross ice pass to McDavid is trying to go through the middle off a Detroit stick. Comfort to the blue line, kept in by Bouchard. Wraps it around to Arvidsson. Directed it in front of the net, but Edmondson can get to the middle and now has to find room on the left. Off the boards, doesn't get out. That's kept in. Draisaitl has it right wing. Couple seconds left. And we'll run out of time before the Oilers can get a shot on net. 1-0. Detroit leads after 20. Shots 13-5 in favor of the Red Wings. And Bob, you're saying they're just hoping they could get to the intermission, only down by 1. Calvin Pickard was sharp.
He played well.
Yep.
They were fine until they gave up the first goal against. And then Detroit gained some confidence from that. And they were all over the Oilers after that. I mean, unfortunately for Kulak, who did bounce back afterwards, but gave the puck away. Back behind the goal, they made a bang-bang play down front, and Coffer ripped one home. One of those Michigan Wolverine grads, and Oilers didn't really have a lot of A-grade scoring opportunities. I had them with 2 in that period, in Detroit with 5. Red Wings were better. Edmonton's going to need to bring a significant more carrying here in the final 40 minutes. That just, I do think they played a little bit better after Corey Perry had the fight. So, but no question, the Oilers need to elevate the level of their performance here.
JT Compher, the goal scorer for the Red Wings. 1-0. Detroit leads the Oilers after 20 minutes. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they've got the intermission for you when we come back from Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of 2024 Ford favorites, save up to $5,000 on Escapes,
Up to $6,000 on Bronco Sports.
and up to $16,000 on F-150s.
Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles.
Score an all-star deal today and spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Vegas.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
CHED Edmonton. Trustworthy, dependable global news mixed with informed, authentic talk radio. 880 CHED. Edmonton's news. Today's talk.
A Chorus Entertainment radio station.
It's our YEG with 880 CHED.
Small steps can make a big change on your path to climate action. Level up your family's climate science knowledge today with our Climate Quest exhibition on now at TELUS World of Science. Then ensure that families and people with limited resources have the outerwear they need to endure harsh Alberta winters with United Way's Coats for Kids. To donate, head to myunitedway.ca.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Edmondson will give it to Raymond. Now to the side of the net. What a save by Pickard. Coming across to stop the break it. Amazing save by Calvin Pickard.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. And welcome to the first intermission as well. Calvin Pickard beaten once, not beaten twice. And certainly kept the Oilers in that first period as they were being dominated rather convincingly by Detroit until the fight, and then it balanced out a little bit, as Bob was just pointing out. But Pickard was kept busy in that first period, Rob.
He was. The Oilers came off possibly their best first period of the season against the Pittsburgh Penguins, where at one point they had something like 20 straight shots on net, to one of the slower first periods we've seen the Oilers have in some time. As the Detroit Red Wings had chance after chance. 1-0 probably flatters the Oilers. There's a couple other great saves by Pickard. The Oilers looked a step behind tonight, and they looked fast against the Pittsburgh Penguins, creating, not spending any time in their own zone, forcing turnovers. In this first period that we saw here this afternoon, it was the opposite, where the Oilers were turning the puck over in their own zone. They couldn't get it out. They gave up a couple odd man rushes. They got caught looking at pucks behind the net. So it wasn't a good first, but they are only down 1 because of the goaltending of Calvin Pickard, and they know they have to be much better here in the second and the third.
I got to ask you, because you played back-to-back games. Now, maybe things were a little different. You didn't charter. Did you charter, guys, much at all?
First half of my career, no. The second half of my career, yes. So
on back-to-back games, Detroit obviously played in Buffalo yesterday. Didn't look great, but they're flying out here today, and this is a situation I've always wondered about, whether or not you felt fresher in the second game than the first game.
I don't know if you feel fresher, but out east is different than out west.
Right.
Out west, when players when you're traveling, it's an extended travel time. It's 5 hours, 6 hours. You're sleeping over. You're getting back in the middle of the night. If you do get home out east, I mean, you play a game, and even if it's a 7 o'clock game, you're in your own bed before midnight because everything is so close out there. They were in Buffalo. It would have been an easy trip getting back to Detroit. They would have got in nice rest and everything in their own beds. It's not an issue, and these guys are all in such better shape than when I played, so back-to-back isn't that hard. 3 and 4 is a little bit tougher, and the Oilers are going to see that tomorrow when they play their third game in 4 nights. That's where fatigue comes into play a little bit more, especially when you're traveling, and the Oilers, it'll be three games in 3 different cities, but in this one, there's no reason why the Oilers shouldn't have had better legs than they did in the first period. I think Detroit smarting off a loss.
Right.
The Oilers feeling good about themselves off a win, and the team that was a little more desperate and a little more urgent in that first period, the Red Wings, were the better of the two teams.
I think they might have been a little embarrassed yesterday. Like I said, I think they were capable of playing better than they did against Buffalo, but you know what? It's just the Oilers got the first shot on goal, and then from that point on, it was all Detroit until the fight.
Yeah, the Detroit Red Wings, they've got great offense. They've got guys can move the puck. Where they get into trouble is where they are a little lax in their defensive responsibilities, and it shows with the stats showing that they've been outshot by 10 on average. That's a lot of shots to be outshot by, especially when you got a team that's got this kind of offensive ability. So they haven't been good defensively. We've seen a much more concerted effort from them in the first period. Now, part of playing good defense is being good on forecheck, which the Red Wings were. I like Corey Perry, what he's done. I've liked Corey Perry, everything he's done. Well, in honesty, his whole career.
Right.
But what he's done since he's come here to Edmonton, he's found a role. And he understands when a game needs a jump start. I was surprised there wasn't a penalty on the hit. What is the kid's name? Veleno? Joe Veleno. It was, to me, it wasn't intent. But he did, I mean, that's hit from behind.
Yes, it is.
And he squashed Derek Ryan's head. I think Derek Ryan was a little surprised there wasn't a penalty. So I like Corey Perry tried to engage him. Veleno didn't want to fight then. Next time they were both out there, both fourth-line players, they went at it. So good on Veleno for taking it. Good on for Corey Perry realizing, A, sticking up for a teammate. B, our team has not been good today. We need some sort of spark. And he went out and fought. And I like the fact afterwards they both tapped each other and said, good job. It's like, I never understood that. I've played with tough guys that after the fight's over, they're joking, they're good job out there, okay, good. And then they'll talk in the penalty box. If I fought, it's because I'm really mad.
They're not arguing in the penalty box?
Like,
come on.
I'm not going to fight. No, this is fun, because fighting isn't fun. So I laugh when these guys congratulate each other and say, good job. But Corey Perry did give him a bit of a spark. Now, I thought Veleno handled himself well. Both teams came out, and it was more even after the fight. And then the best chance after the fight came from Leon Draisaitl as he broke in. Great eye-hand coordination, knocking a puck out of the air. But Cam Talbot, who struggled against the Oilers in the playoffs when he was with the LA Kings, was solid in the 5 or 6 shots that he had to face in the first.
We only have about a minute or so. What's up with Darnell Nurse?
It's something, a different look tonight from Chris Knobloch and Paul Coffey is Darnell Nurse led all defensemen in ice time in the first period. He led all players in shifts. He was going out, Darnell was going out with Kulak, then he was going back out with his partner Stetcher, then he was going out with Kulak. It's been a long time since we've seen Darnell Nurse lead the Oilers D-men in ice time. He played 9 minutes in the first period. That's almost half the period. But yeah, they were double shifting Kulak and Nurse, and Emberson and Stetcher were kind of taking a step back. So they're going with a top 4, but the top 4 is still playing with the 5th and 6th defenseman. It was odd, but you'd see Darnell on the ice, and then 2 shifts later, he's out with a different partner. But yeah, I don't know if this is something they're looking forward to. They like the way Nurse is playing. They want him to get into more ice time. But in the first period, he played 9 minutes, which is more than anyone else on the Edmonton Oilers.
Emberson played 3:50 in that period, and Stetcher played 4 minutes and 52 seconds. Okay, I'll tell you what. Hang tight. We're going to come back with more. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. We have a news update on the way. And At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Road Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. Back with more when we come back. This is the Ford Dealers Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
As a farmer, you can't afford to take any more risks than you already do. That's why you choose Invigor Hybrid Canola from BASF. It's not just the patented pod shatter reduction and club root resistant hybrids. It's the performance you trust to deliver year after year. This season, we're adding 3 new early maturing hybrids that are designed for your fields. So get ready to test the limits of your bins. See your retailer today and find out why Invigor has the top 3 hybrids in Alberta.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. An 18-year-old woman was killed by a vehicle while crossing the street early this morning on the city's north side with a driver accused of being impaired. Police say the Jeep Grand Cherokee had been heading east on 107th Avenue, approaching 130th Street when it struck the young woman as she crossed at the intersection. She ended up being pronounced dead by EMS. The 34-year-old female driver has been charged with refusal after accident causing death and impaired operation causing death, with her identity yet to be released. Possible witnesses and drivers with helpful dashcam footage are asked to contact Edmonton Police. And down south, RCMP continue to investigate a fatal collision north of Sundre. It took place around 6 o'clock last night on Highway 22 near the James River Bridge. Mounties have confirmed to Global News that it involved a motorcycle and a passenger vehicle. There's no word as to how many people were injured, but RCMP say at least one person died as we await further details. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Have you ever thought about what's on the bottom of your sneaker that was jammed up between the grooves, just biding its time and waiting for the perfect moment to dig into your beautiful floor? No? Never thought about that? And you should never have to when you buy flooring made for life at end-of-the-roll flooring centers. Right now, save on flooring that's made for spills, pets, and anything that life throws at you. And it looks amazing. Use our visualizer to see for yourself at endoftheroll.com. Find flooring for life at end-of-the-roll flooring centers. Let's get flooring.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go. Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
At the Intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back here in Studio B in Edmonton. It's 1-0 Detroit leading the Oilers after 20 minutes of play. The Red Wings out shooting the Oilers 13-5 in that period. Okay, let's head off and find out what's going on around the league. Time for the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. There are 3 other games besides this one. 2 of those 3 are about to get started here in the next 10 minutes. Anaheim is on the road in New Jersey to take on the Devils. And in Philadelphia, it'll be the Flyers hosting the Montreal Canadiens. And then a little later, 7 o'clock Edmonton time, in Denver, the hometown Avalanche will be hosting the Ottawa Senators. If you're wondering how the Condors did over the weekend, it was tough. Lost a pair of games to the Tucson Roadrunners. So Bakersfield is back in action this coming Friday night. They'll be hosting Coachella Valley. So that's what's up with the Condors, an opportunity to kind of get it all put back together again after a tough weekend. And the Edmonton Oil Kings are on their Western road trip. They played in Portland last night and came up with a gigantic 7-1 win in the Rose City. So that's encouraging, coming off a tough loss the night before in Everett. The Oil Kings will be playing the Americans in Tri-Cities, and that is tomorrow night. In Game 3 of the World Series, it's been an interesting World Series thus far. The Los Angeles Dodgers leading the best-of-7 series 2-0. Huge 4-2 victory at home last night, so the series will now shift to the Big Apple and goes tomorrow night in the Bronx. Obviously, the Yankees got to get it going, but it's been an interesting series thus far. And, of course, it started with a rather dramatic grand slam, walk-off grand slam in game number 1, and that seemed to set the ball on the tee for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So the World Series will continue tomorrow night in New York. And that is your out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Well, that's it for this intermission. As we mentioned, 1-0 Detroit leading the Oilers after 20 minutes of play. Players are returning to the ice for the second period, and it's coming up next at the intermission. Is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is the Ford Dealers Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Red Wings lead the Oilers. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Play Oilers 50-50. That is presented by Rogers with life-changing jackpots. Today's jackpot over $84,000 and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Buy your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050. It's in support of the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation. Drop the puck. We're underway here in the second period. Petrie for the Red Wings on the left wing. On the backhands, able to dump it in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse up the left wing boards. The puck Colson through the middle. Arvidsson will come in. He'll shoot it. He just whipped it wide of the Detroit goal. Draisaitl to the corner. It went past Arvidsson. In from the right wing point was Stetcher. Puck goes to the middle. Patrick Kane up the right wing for JT Compher. He's the goal scorer in this game. He'll shoot it in. Stetcher right back out with it. He'll go down the ice. Red Wings are making a change. No one wanted to touch it. It would have been too many men. Edvinsson in his own zone. Up the left wing to Larkin. They get to center ice. Bounces it into the Oilers zone. Ekholm up the boards. That goes off of Raymond. Now to Larkin. Larkin out to Raymond. His pass across to DeBrincat, and that's broken up nicely by Bouchard. He'll get it out. On the left wing for Hyman. Wedged on the boards by Edmondson. Sider will take it behind his net for the Red Wings. Now to Edmondson up the right wing. Off for Raymond. Loose in the neutral zone for DeBrincat. Now to Raymond into the Oilers end for Larkin. His shot and the glove save made by Pickard. He holds on. Minute 19 gone here in the second period. 1-0 Detroit leads.
Well, Detroit's got a lot of skill. And the one guy that's impressed me has been the first pairing left shot D, Simon Edmondson. We saw him at the World Juniors.
We did. Was that 21?
Yeah.
That was summertime.
Yeah.
He was incredible for Sweden. First round pick of Detroit in 21.
6 overall. I got a pair of 6 overall picks on defense, and they probably wish that Tyler Wright didn't take a guy 6 overall by the name of Philip Zadina back in 2018. I wonder what would have happened if they would have taken one of Bouchard or Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes went 7th. Bouchard went 10th. Dobson went 11th. If they had any one of those guys, they'd have something. They'd be working with something even better on defense. As it is, I got 2 pretty good D-men.
Berggren in behind his net to the corner, but there's Jeff Skinner for Edmonton. On the left side at about the hash marks. Now to Connor Brown, back to Skinner. Skinner in behind the goal to the right. He'll get it in front. Goes through the slot to the left point. Kulak shot blocked. He gets it again. Tried again. Didn't get through. He'll go cross ice to Skinner.
Don't overpass. Just put...
Skinner shoots it towards it. It was going wide, and it's gloved by Talbot. He'll hold on. 2 minutes, 3 seconds gone here in the second. 1-0 Detroit leads.
But think about that. 3, 6 overall picks. And if they end up with Quinn Hughes, who was right here playing for the U.S. National Development Program, and Tyler Wright passed on him, that was the last first rounder he had with Detroit. I know he joined Edmonton after the 2019 draft. The Oilers took Philip Broberg 8th in that draft year. It was criticized, not being criticized now, but if you want to criticize the Oilers, you would suggest they should have done a better job bringing him along, making him feel a part of things. And unfortunately, that ship has sailed through an offer sheet to Edmonton and weakened the Oilers in a couple different areas.
Draisaitl on the right wing to Arvidsson. Pulls to the middle, and his shot blocked by Petrie. Kept in by Draisaitl to Arvidsson. Looking for Pod Coles, and it goes to the blue line. Nurse off the boards to the right wing corner. Arvidsson to Draisaitl. Draisaitl got knocked down by Comfort. Gets back up to Arvidsson. Now to Pod Colson. Spins in the right wing corner. To Draisaitl, out to Arvidsson, his shot, and a bad save by Talbot. Draisaitl on the right wing. All the way up to the right wing blue line. Will dump it in behind the net. Goes into the corner. Sherratt's got it for Detroit. Up in the air and out. Now Patrick Kane. Into the Oiler end. It came out off of Comfer, and now the Oilers can clear it down the ice, and Talbot right on net. He's got to cover it up, and we'll get the whistle. 3 minutes, 3 seconds gone here in the second. 1-0 Detroit leads.
Arvidsson's been Edmonton's best forward so far in this game. I don't think there's any question about that. He's created a couple looks each of the 2 periods.
Picking up where he left off. That game against Pittsburgh on Friday had 3 assists. Face off to the right of Talbot. Linesman just wanted to hear more of the song. Took his time.
Can you blame him?
No, not at all. I do appreciate. Puck comes free to Nugent Hopkins. Back to the left wing point to Ekholm. Off the corner boards to Hyman. Johansson shoves him up against the boards. Puck goes to Nugent Hopkins. Back to the left wing point. Ekholm across to Bouchard. Back to Matthias Ekholm. A snapshot saved by Talbot. Rebound just knocked wide by Nugent Hopkins. McDavid on the end boards. On the right wing back to the blue line. To Bouchard to McDavid. To the middle to Bouchard. Trying to get a pass through. There was lots of bodies, and the puck cleared out by Comp.
Gotta shoot the puck more. A little bit better here from Edmonton in the second.
Ekholm to McDavid off his stick. Up in the air. That goes into the crowd. 3 minutes, 50 seconds gone in the second. 1-0 Detroit leads. But
I mean, he's a right shot coming off the right side. The puck's right in his wheelhouse. A real good little give and go there. McDavid and Bouchard. And I'm just surprised Evan didn't just drift one to Lynette.
Oilers getting good pressure here to start off the second period.
Well, they've already matched their first period shot total in the first 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
Emberson to center ice. No remedy. Goes off of Raymond. The puck up against the left wing boards. Derek Ryan digs it free. Ryan pinned by Larkin. Now gets to Janmark. Janmark behind the net to Perry. Perry waiting back there. He'll get it out to Ryan, and it's shot off of Raymond, and it goes out of play.
Oilers playing more of a half-court game right now, and we talked about how well Edmonton was transitioning the puck through the first two shifts, and then off a face-off, a clean face-off win by Draisaitl, Kulak had a misplay, and that led to a quick turnover, and the puck ended up in the net, and Detroit got going at that point, dominated the last 15 minutes of the first period. The Oilers have had a better start here in the second.
Face off to the left of Talbot. Adam Henrique up against Veleno. Veleno had a first period fight with Corey Perry. Puck rolls to Talbot. He'll cover that up.
You know, there was a lot of debate with the Detroit guys that worked for Edmonton, Ken Holland and Tyler Wright about Veleno versus Ryan McLeod. McLeod going 40th, 2018 to Edmonton. Right now, traded for Matt Savoy. Savoy will be in Edmonton's top 9 at some point. Maybe not this season.
Brown with a shot off the face-off. The save made by Talbot. Puck behind the net. Jammed towards the goal by Jeff Skinner. Saved by Talbot. The puck comes out.
Talbot's been on it. The Oilers have been good here in the second.
Stetcher to Nurse through center. He'll shoot it in. Talbot had it hop over his stick. Gets to the right wing corner. Henrique to Jeff Skinner. Up against the left wing boards. Johansson, Henrique. Play it off the end board. So it's Stetcher from the right. His shot directed wide as Brown is able to redirect that. Puck in the left wing corner of the Detroit zone. Still 1-0 Red Wings here in the second period. Mata on the left side. Up to Fisher. And center ice, he's able to shoot it in. Out from behind his net is Nurse. Up the left wing, long pass to Jeff Skinner. Off his stick and in. It goes in behind the goal. Petrie from behind the net, dealing with Zach Hyman. Now the puck on the right to Raymond, gets it out. Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. Now to Ekholm. He'll play it in. That's an icing call against the Oilers. Oilers with more jump here in the second period. Only had one shot against. They've had 6 of their own. Face-off will be to the right of Calvin Pickard. Had to be sharp in that first period.
Edmonton's the best face-off team in the NHL, but Detroit's won 57% of the draws in this game so far. Oilers have been at about 56.5%. Draisaitl's been hovering around 65 for most of the year.
Well, they tried to drop it. They did drop it. Still wasn't right. They'll do it again. McDavid against Larkin. McDavid 10 points away from 1,000 in his NHL career. And the puck goes to Bouchard up the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. He'll bounce it on net, and that is gloved by Talbot. Interference penalty coming up.
Connor got clipped. He might be leaking here.
Oilers going to power play.
71 Detroit, 2 minutes, interference.
All right. So Larkin to the box for the interference. The Oilers go on their first power play. It's presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com.
Oilers power play 27th in the league at 14.3%. They went 1 for 2 against Pittsburgh. The Oilers are dead last in penalty killing. Detroit's 31st. They're second last at 64.3%.
Face off to the right of Talbot as Draisaitl will take the draw against Thompson.
Oh, drop the puck strikes. He's saying
they're not playing Kiss again. If they're playing Kiss, I totally get it. So Connor's
having a conversation.
McDavid taking the draw against Comfort.
I mean, that's unreal.
Goes right to Edmondson. And he'll float it through the middle on net. Pickard can steer it to the corner. Bouchard comes up from behind the goal. Now up the right wing to Draisaitl. Drop it back to McDavid as he gathers speed. Into the red wing zone. Left wing to Nugent-Hopkins. To the blue line to Bouchard to Nugent-Hopkins. To Bouchard. Brings it to the middle of the ice to Nugent-Hopkins. Cross ice. Draisaitl to Bouchard. One-timer. Loose puck at the side of the net after that. Hit a body, and Edmondson will try to clear, and he will get it out.
That hurt. That totally bit Sider, and he is trying to gut one off as he goes off the ice there. He's laboring.
1-0 Red Wings here in the second as Bouchard drops it at center for McDavid. 6.5 into this second period. To Draisaitl on the left wing. The pass too far for Nugent-Hopkins. Petrie goes behind the net and lost control. Now gets it free to Raymond. And the Red Wings bring it out 2-on-2. Over on the right wing for Casper. He'll throw it in the left wing corner, where Raymond will get it to Casper and then just off his stick. Otherwise, it would have been a shorthanded opportunity.
Referee picked Connor McDavid.
Edmondson to Bouchard, or to Arvidsson, and Arvidsson will get to center ice and rim it in.
Remember, this is the unit that scored against Pittsburgh.
That goes to the right wing point. Ekholm to the left side to Nurse. Left wing corner to Perry. Back to the blue line to Ekholm. Now on the right, Skinner. Give it to Ekholm to Skinner. The one-time shot and a save by Talbot coming across. Jeff Skinner wired it on goal. There's 23 seconds left to go in the power play for the Oilers.
Gonna shoot the puck.
Still 1-0. 7:20 gone here in the second. Face off to the left of Talbot. Shots now 15-14 for Detroit. After Detroit had outshot the Oilers 13-5 in the first. Arvidsson taking the draw.
Sider's fine. He's right back out there.
Skinner, right wing for Arvidsson to the left wing point. Nurse thought about shooting it, didn't. Got it across, gave it to Ekholm. Now on the right, Arvidsson to Ekholm to the left point. Nurse will shoot it just off the stick of Sider. Jammed off the outside of the goal by Arvidsson. Puck goes to the right wing. Ekholm in from the point, kept it in. To Perry now on the left. To Arvidsson, penalty over. To Perry in the left corner. He might go to the net. He'll go across on the right side. It hopped over the stick of Skinner, and Larkin will bring it out for Detroit. They went in, but Veleno in early. That's an offside call against the Red Wings. 1-0. Detroit leading Edmonton. 7:55 gone in the second period. We'll be right back from Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today, you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
Proudly headquartered in OilCountry, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow. Creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know what I'm a fan of? Alberta. The wide open spaces, the highways and byways, and a rugged, beautiful terrain that I'm proud to call home. Maybe that's why I'm also a fan of my Ford F-150. It's tough, capable, and smart, which makes it a natural fit for roads like these. So if it's a new truck you're looking for, look no further than the truck Albertans love to drive, F-150. Head into your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PV sent you.
Today, you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Detroit, 7:55 gone in the second. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan. JT Compher scoring in the first period, 3:28 into the opening period. Oilers with pressure here in the second. Haven't been able to solve Cam Talbot yet. Face off outside the Edmonton blue line. Janmark will take the draw against Casper. Casper, first round pick of Detroit in 22. Up the right wing. It comes across now to Janmark and shoot it in off the quarter boards. Mata up the left side to the line, doesn't get out, kept in. Brown, he'll shoot it towards the net. Didn't get a lot on it. Stick save made by Talbot. Kulak kept it in. Kulak left wing corner. Now to Brown. Brown's pass on the left side just misses Henrique and out through the middle of the ice. It's Casper and off the right wing board. That is an icing
call by the linesman.
He was close, but wasn't quite to center.
Okay, they're loading up McDavid, Hyman, and Draisaitl here, 5-on-5. Shots are now even in this game. The Oilers were outshot 13-5 in the first, so shots are 10-2 here in the second. Edmonton has had the luxury of having a power play.
Draisaitl against Casper. And the puck poked to the left wing point. Ekholm over to Bouchard. Right side to McDavid. Point spins away from Casper. Goes to the corner. He'll put it in front of the net. Scores! Leon Draisaitl's pass banks off of Talbot and in. And the Oilers have tied the game at 1.
Well, sometimes you need a lucky one.
Happy birthday, Leon Draisaitl.
And Leon's got his 5th of the year, and that's a short side bank shot. Fortuitous ricochet for Edmonton. It'll net off of a cycle. McDavid's going to get the primary assist. Leon actually overskated the puck and did a reverse pivot and walked Kaspar along the boards and then centered one in front. No, Talbot just shaking his head on that one.
Draisaitl gets his 5th of the season. He's got points in 6 straight games now.
McDavid and Bouchard should draw the assist there. Yeah.
You say put it to the net. You never know. We're tied at 1. 8:46 time of the goal. On the right wing, Arvidsson will hack it into the red wing end. Petrie rimming it to Kane. To the blue line, doesn't get out. Draisaitl on the left side to Podkolzin, and Draisaitl all the way across to Arvidsson. Couldn't get a shot past Sherratt, who is in front of him. Compher up the left side, won't get it out. Kept in by Podkolzin. His pass to the blue line. Petrie shot and scores. Looks like that hit out in front of the net. I think they're going to look at this one.
I think it's a good goal.
Yeah, I think it is too. It'll be 2-1 Detroit.
But Colson didn't get the puck deep. He had a chance to get the puck deep in the center ice area, and he played volleyball with it, never got it out of the zone. Oh, it's a good goal all the way.
Yeah, Kopp with the redirection. It was a skilled redirection. That puck was about to hit Pickard in the logo. And after Kopp redirected it, it went 5-hole. So 2-1 Red Wings lead. At the Edmonton blue line. Johansson at the point couldn't hold it in. Janmark will get it out on the right wing. Now to Perry, right wing to Janmark. Back to Perry. His shot, that one hammered Derek Ryan in front of the net. Emberson to the right wing corner. To Janmark, back to Emberson. Emberson towards the net to Perry and hopped over his stick. What a chance for Corey Perry. Fisher will get to center ice and shoot it in. Rims on the left, Milano.
What a play by Emerson. That puck's got to be in the net from Corey Perry.
Kulak will clear. Grounded out. Edvinsson lost it. Janmark will shovel it in. Talbot to play it. Edmondson up the left wing, doesn't get it out. Comes back to him. 2-1 Detroit. Just over halfway through the second period. Henry pins Edmondson on the end boards. Puck squeezes loose on the left side, and it's Adam Henry back to the left wing point for Ekholm. Off the boards and behind the net. Jeff Skinner out of the right side. His shot goes wide of the goal. Edmondson off the right wing boards to Valeno. Will get it out. Brought in by DeBrincat, but Berggren was in early. That's offside against Detroit. 2-1. Red Wings lead the Oilers. We got 9:02 to go in the second period. We're going to take a break from the Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Turn off hesitation. Turn off doubt. Turn off fears. The YMCA helps you turn off whatever's holding you back so you can let your potential shine. Through our wide range of programs and services, you can turn on confidence, turn on connections, turn on possibilities. Visit our website to see what you can achieve at the YMCA.
This will be the day.
I'm Gene Principe for Legacy Heating and Cooling. If you need a furnace this Halloween, it'd be a grave mistake not to
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Need repair? Revampire your furnace. Just
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Legacy has a skeleton of furnaces in stock.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Plus no interest and no prints of payments for 1 year when you buy with Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rise it to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. We're in orange and blue. Game on the stream. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 73, 73, 73. Pizza 73.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, 2-1. Red Wings lead the Oilers. 9:02 to go in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Right now it's that go-ahead goal by the Red Wings is being credited to Jeff Petrie, but we expect that will change to Andrew Kopp, who redirected that shot from the point. Draisaitl with the Edmonton Oiler goals. Puck dumped into the Detroit zone. Sider rims. Gets to the middle. Larkin will get it out for Raymond. Raymond will flip it to the left wing corner. Ekholm up the boards, but Raymond keeping it in. They go to Bouchard, will get it out through the middle for McDavid. On the right side to Hyman in over the line. Cross ice, it goes towards Talbot. He swats it over to the left wing. In for the left wing point was Ekholm. He's able to keep it in. Puck goes in behind the net. Sider high in the air and out. Ekholm, left wing to McDavid. Now to Nugent Hopkins, to Matthias Ekholm. Comes in to Detroit territory on the left wing. Wraps it on the boards on the right. Edmonton trying to make changes. They do. Raymond will bring it out. 2-1. Detroit leads. 8:05 to go here in the second period. Kulak up the left wing boards for Ekholm. He'll bring it in. Now to Podkolzin. Left wing corner. Arvidsson had to go off the back of the net. Arvidsson gets his second chance. Around to the right. Emberson to the blue line to Draisaitl. Cross ice. Arvidsson has it left side at the hash marks to the blue line. Kulak shot. And that one whistles just wide of the net. Hits the glass. That goes out of play. 7:40 to go in the second.
Good shot from Kulak. Well, the Oilers have had a better second period.
Yes.
Didn't have much juice going on their power play. Detroit's done a good job in face-offs, so they've had some possession time off the draws. Arvidsson's probably 5-on-5, but Edmonton's most dangerous player.
Face-off in the Detroit zone to the right. With Talbot, puck top of the circle, and Kane skates onto it for Detroit and gets it out. And loses it to Arvidsson. Give it to Draisaitl. Snaps the puck around to the right wing. Sherratt got it to the point, kept in. Emerson is shot, and there's a glove save made by Talbot. He'll hold on to that.
Emerson's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable out there. It's pretty clear. Being more decisive of his actions when he's got the puck.
Making some plays. He set up some opportunity in the offensive zone.
Well, Corey Perry, I'm still not quite sure how he didn't bury the opportunity he got. He has already stepped up and taken a fight in this game with Valeno after Valeno slobber-knockered the Oilers Derek Ryan with a hit. He's been the meat a couple times. There's been some predators out there that have got him.
Up to the right wing point, Stetcher, his shot, and that one is deflected wide of the net and goes to the left corner. Mata gave it away to Perry. Now it comes loose on the left. Berggren will get it out. Nurse chases after it with Tarasenko on him. Around to Stetcher up the right wing and off of Perry and out. Johansson in his own zone. To Berggren. Now to Tarasenko. Puck brought in by Berggren. Now it is Kopp's goal. They're just announcing it in-house as we expected. Mata on the left side. Up to the side of the net, and a save made by Pickard. It comes out. Sherratt will let it go off the arm of Pickard. Puck on the right wing. 2-1 Detroit leads. Petrie across the line. It does come out. Red Wings have to vacate the zone as Sherratt will shoot it in. Berggren on the right. Right into the slot area. Knocked out by Perry. Sherratt will dump it back in.
Perry and Yarmark got to get off the ice here. They've got a long shift.
Rimmed up the left wing. Yarmark gets pasted by Sider, but he's able to get it in. Larkin up the right wing for Raymond. Spins to the middle. Left wing for Edmondson. Goes into the Oilers zone, and Bouchard behind his net over to Ekholm. 2-1 Detroit here in the second. Fire it all the way down the ice. Talbot had to play it. Got it over to the right wing boards. Bouchard along the right side. He gets checked, and the puck comes out. And down the left wing to Brinkett. He'll go to the net. His shot off the post. The rebound. Sider shot it wide. To Brinkett. Hammered the post as Nugent Hopkins down the right wing to Hyman. His shot off the arm of Talbot. Puck on the left wing in the Detroit end. It's McDavid to Hyman. He'll put it on net. Save made by Talbot. He'll cover it up as Hyman right at the side of the net with the chance. We're going to take a break with 5:25 to go in the second period. 2-1. Red Wings lead the Oilers. From Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through EdmontonsBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. EdmontonsBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through EdmontonsBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. EdmontonsBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Leon Draisaitl scoring in this second period, his 5th of the year from Connor McDavid and Evan Bouchard. That was at 8:46. 42 seconds later at 9:28, Andrew Kopp, 4th of the year from Petrie and Kane. The first period goal by Comfer, and that has got us to a 2-1 Detroit lead with 5:25 to go in the second period. Face-off coming up in the Detroit zone to the right of Cam Talbot. As Draisaitl, McDavid, and Perry on the ice with Bouchard and Ekholm. The puck goes to the left wing, and it's Draisaitl to the left wing corner. Up the boards, top of the circle. Brings it back to the corner. Rims it on the right. Nobody there for the Oilers. Kopp will bring it out. Kopp will dump the puck in as he gained the center ice line. Bouchard gets away from Patrick Kane. Up the right wing to Corey Perry, but he gave it away. It went to Kane. Kane to the right. The backhand. Nice save by Pickard, sliding across. Perry will get it out up the right wing. Puck goes near the Oiler bench. Thought it hit somebody. It did not. And Sider in his own zone for Edvinsson up the left side to Kopp. He'll dump it in. What a great chance here for Patrick Kane. But Calvin Pickard standing tall for the Oilers as it is dumped out of the zone. Petrie on the right side, Valeno, and on the right wing comes into the Oiler end. Couldn't get a pass in front of the net. Petrie from the right. Shot towards the goal, stick save by Pickard. Jeff Skinner spinning around near the blue line. Did get it out. Rasmussen will bounce it right back to you. And it's up against the right wing boards. Connor Brown. Cross to Kulak. Now it's center ice to Henrique. Split up at the Red Wings blue line. And Sherratt couldn't get a pass through. That goes off of Skinner. Sherratt up the right side. Played into the Oilers zone. And Ty Emberson will come out through the middle. Emberson's pass. That is thwarted at the line of the Red Wings. And now DeBrincat cross ice for Larkin, but that one skips into the right wing corner and the puck cleared out.
Good work there on the backtrack by Jeff Skinner.
Sider with it in his own zone. For Edvinsson, up the left wing DeBrincat. Misses Raymond. Arvidsson for the Oilers. Right wing to Podkolzin. Into Red Wings territory. Stops up on the right side. Wanted to cycle the puck, but it was DeBrincat able to get it out through the middle to Larkin. Down the left side, DeBrincat, and hop over his stick. He'll try to pass it off a stick, up into the air, and the puck cleared out to center ice. With 3 minutes to go here in the second period, 2-1 the Red Wings lead. Sherratt, right wing for Raymond. Lost it. Puck goes just inside the Detroit zone. Sherratt off the left wing boards. Up to Comfer. He'll bat it with his glove. Into the Oiler end. Draisaitl up the left wing. To Arvidsson to Draisaitl. Into the Detroit zone left side. From the angle, put it off the shoulder of Talbot. It goes to Nurse on the point. It's shot, and it's save made by Talbot. He squeezes it up against his body, and we get the whistle with 2:31 to go in the second. 2-1 Red Wings lead.
It's hard to believe with Zach Hyman right now. We're 9 games into the season. He's not scored yet. He's actually has more chances in tight within about 15, 18 feet per game than he did last year. The problem is last year he shot at about 22% from 15 feet in, and this year he's shooting at 0%.
Off the draw, Nugent Hopkins with a shot. Misses on the short side. Ekholm keeps it in. Behind the net, it goes to Hyman. Hyman, couple moves. Off the left side to the blue line to Ekholm. Now over to Bouchard on the right. His wrist shot doesn't get through. And Sider can't clear it out. Kept in. McDavid to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Bouchard, and that was knocked off his stick, and it's Edvinsson to bring it out on the left wing. Edvinsson spun around and over to Comfer into the high slot to Kopp. To Edvinsson on the left. In behind the net. Puck on the right, Kopp.
This line's throwing it around in this game.
Edvinsson will shoot it. Save my Pickard. The rebound side of the net. Comfer got tied up and a loose puck to McDavid. Out of the Oilers zone, left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Up to McDavid. He'll poke it in. Minute and a half to go here in the second period. Red Wings up by 1. Sider starts through the middle. Center ice. Dump it in. Pickard's got to rim it. And goes off of Berggren, and then we go in behind the Edmonton goal. Get some skates. On the right side, Casper to Berggren. Berggren back to Casper, and he shot it off of Kulak and went wide. Perry to Emberson. We're into the last minute here in the second. Emberson clears it. Center ice. Berggren for Detroit. Off clean boards and in. Emberson on the right to Perry. Off his stick into the Detroit zone. Johansson can't get it by Perry. Perry up against the end boards. Mark is in there as well. It's trying to get this thing loose. It's into the skates of Johansson. Perry does get control. Perry up against the boards. He becomes free on the left. Berggren with Draisaitl right there in front of him. Still got it tied up. 16 seconds to go in the period. Came free to Larkin.
It's a 4-on-2 here.
Skate up the right wing. He'll just dump it in near the end of the shift. And to Brinkett, pass hits the side of the Oiler goal. Back home around the right wing boards. That won't get it out. It will get to the slot. There was Draisaitl. Period comes to a close. 2-1 Red Wings lead after 40 minutes of play. Better period, though, for the Oilers.
Yeah, the Oilers had a good period, but the problem is we're even in goals. Yeah. In that period, Edmonton's still chasing this game down by 1. Now, Cam, in both games last year, Edmonton was able to rally from behind. It was a brilliant individual effort last year by McDavid to tie it. The Nurse won it in overtime. I mean, Edmonton outshot Detroit 17-7, despite the fact that their power play had no juice whatsoever. So, see what you got here in the third period, but it needs to be better.
That's where we are. We're through 2. It was J.T. Compher scoring in the first period for Detroit. Leon Draisaitl ties it for Edmonton, but then Andrew Kopp shortly thereafter restores the lead for the Red Wings. 2-1, Detroit leading. We are through 40 minutes of play. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown. They will have the second intermission for you. From the Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hockey is back, and so is Play Alberta, Alberta's #1 sports book and the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheer for the Oilers while scoring bigger offers, boosted odds, live betting, player props, and more. New to Alberta? New players now receive $200 in free bets just for signing up. Already a player? Get a $10 free bet for every $100 you bet. Download the new Sportsbook app and make your picks today. Bonus terms and conditions apply.
CHED Edmonton. On and off the ice, your official home of Oilers hockey. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk.
A Chorus Entertainment radio station.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Now to Draisaitl. Up near the right wing point. Spins away from Casper. Goes to the corner. He'll put it in front of the net. Scores! Leon Draisaitl's pass banks off of Talbot and in.
Happy birthday, Leon Draisaitl. Gets a birthday gift on that one, and the Oilers tied it up at 1, and then Detroit come quickly back and take a 2-1 lead after 2 periods of play. But that's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos, 3 great locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone, and welcome to the second intermission. Bryn Griffiths along with Rob Brown here at Studio B in Edmonton. Well, after being really dominated quite a bit in the first period, it balanced out a little bit. The Oilers looked pretty good in the early going, get that goal, and then all of a sudden Detroit come right back, moments later, take the 2-1 lead, and it balances out again.
Well, Detroit are where they are in the standings because They are good offensively, but they are poor defensively. So they're about a 500 hockey club. And we saw in the first period, they just kept control of the puck in the offensive zone. They never let the Oilers get out of their zone. They hemmed them in. The forecheck was good. They more or less didn't have any stress in their game in the first period. Second period, the Oilers started pressing, started getting pucks in deep, started forcing the turnovers. Then all of a sudden you saw the weakness of the Detroit Red Wings. They are not a good defensive team, hence all the shots they give up every game. And in that period, the Oilers just kept pressing and pressing. Now, Cam Talbot was outstanding. And the only goal against him in that period was an own goal, as Leon threw it out front, but the defenseman, Ollie Mata, shot it into his own net, or hit it into his own net off his foot. But the Oilers were better. But the thing is, you never want to do is if you score a goal and you got momentum on your side, you do not want to give up one going the other way. And that's what happened in that period. The Oilers were the better team. They were dominant. They scored the goal, lucky break, but they deserved it because there's a lot of stress, a lot of chaos in the offensive zone. Eventually one found the back of the net, but then the very next shift, they get scored upon. And after that, it was back and forth both ways. The Oilers will get chances as this game moves on. The Detroit Red Wings give up big chances, but what we've also seen in this game, the Oilers have made the big mistakes too. It was 2-1, I believe, at the time, where Corey Perry threw it out in front of his own net to Patrick Kane.
Not the right guy.
No, he just gave it to a Hall of Famer. Now, Pickard made a really nice play, being able to keep that outweighting Kane and keeping it out of the net. But those are the plays you can't have going forward. So the Oilers, not in the best spot going into the third period, but a spot they're comfortable with, just being down one. And they've had success against the Red Wings when trailing before. So that'll be something for them to feed off of as they go into a third period. A lot of the same they need, but get rid of the big mistakes.
If you were the Oilers, would you just start to dump it in a little bit more and put a little more pressure on that Detroit defense, who played yesterday as well?
Well, the playing yesterday I don't think is an issue. I just think the Detroit's defense isn't a solid defensive unit. I think they move the puck well. They jump up in the play well. But I think that they get themselves into trouble with turnovers in their own zone. I think you read the play. If you've got time and space, carry. If you don't, when you get to the red line, dump it quickly. Don't wait as your last option dumping the puck in, because at that point your teammates or line mates have slowed down at the blue line. So read the play. But yes, the weakness of the Red Wings is their back end and more or less their whole team defense. So the longer you play in the offensive zone for the Oilers, the better your chances are.
You've often said this, what's an entertaining game for fans, and I thought that was an entertaining
wonderful
period. Not very entertaining for coaches, because that's how you go bald or gray.
Well, there was a lot of big mistakes made by both teams. Odd man breaks, turnovers in their own zone, not getting pucks in deep. It was sloppy. Very, very sloppy. Credit to both goaltenders that this is a 2-1 hockey game, because the grade A scoring chances, this probably should be a 3-2 or a 4-3 game. Both goaltenders, Talbot and Pickard, have been good. The Oilers just have to. This game is there for the taking, but they can't allow an easy opportunity. They can't give up a big opportunity against and get scored on that way. Detroit's got enough skilled players on their own team that they can create. You do not want to make it easy for them.
Oilers outshot the Red Wings 17-7 in that period, a complete reversal of the first period. And the Oilers are out shooting Detroit 22-20 through 40 minutes of play. So what do you expect? More of the same? If somebody's got to tighten up a little bit.
Well, I think the Oilers need to.
Yes.
The success they had against the Penguins was from good defensive play. Simple hockey. That's the biggest thing for the Oilers. Don't force things. And I think the Corey Perry play, where he turned it over, trying to create something out of nothing, where the play for him there, bounce it off the glass and out. It's not pretty, but it gets you out of the danger zone. He tried to make a pretty play. His line mates didn't read it, and all of a sudden Patrick Kane's by himself in front of the net. That's what you got to be careful of. A lot of the other things the Oilers did in the middle period was very good. Just there's about 2 or 3 big mistakes, and one of them came back and haunted them.
Just can't give it to Patrick Kane that often. So, hey, listen, we'll see what happens coming up in the third period. It's 2-1 for Detroit, leading the Oilers after 40 minutes of play. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. We're back with more. This is Ford Dealers Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Think you can't go back to school because you have a family or a full-time job? Yes, you can. Northern Lakes College provides a supported distance learning environment, offering a guided learning setting that supports you to succeed and provides the flexibility to suit your lifestyle. Explore programs in academic upgrading, business, health, human services, resource technology, university studies, and more, including a wide range of courses available through continuing education. The education you want, the flexibility you deserve. NorthernLakesCollege.ca.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace, repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Saskatchewan Party leader Scott Moe says he's confident his party will hold on to power in the province. Speaking on the final day of the election campaign, the Saskatchewan Party is looking for a fifth straight majority after 17 years in power, while the NDP is looking to take back government for the first time since 2007. Saskatchewan residents head to the polls tomorrow. Nova Scotians will head to the polls November 26th, well ahead of the fixed election date next July, after Premier Tim Houston called a snap election there, with his progressive Conservatives looking for a second straight mandate. Liberal leader Zach Churchill says Houston called the election early out of his own self-interest, but NDP leader Claudia Chender says the PCs are vulnerable on a number of fronts. And the result of BC's election will come down to the wire tomorrow when absentee ballots are counted after a tally of mail-in votes failed to resolve a handful of undecided races. Surrey-Guildford is the closest riding, where the NDP has cut the Conservative lead to 12 votes, which could provide the NDP with the narrowest of majorities if the lead flips there on Monday. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Experience a game day meal that's second to none. Fanfare with Skip is your all-star lineup of local restaurants this hockey season. Watch Jack Michaels give you the play-by-play on each restaurant's connection to the community and our team. Visit EdmontonOilers.com/skip to watch this month's episode with Marlowe Tacos. Then open your Skip app and tap in an order with exclusive fan access to a deal each game day during the month.
Did somebody say Skip?
Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses, with customer service reps on the line to get you what you need when you need it 24/7, 365 every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
At the Happy Intermission. Brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back here in Studio B in Edmonton after 40 minutes of play. The Detroit Red Wings leading the Edmonton Oilers 2-1. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. It's a pretty quiet night around the National Hockey League. Just 3 other games. 2 of them are underway. In fact, after the first period, it is the Ducks leading the Devils in New Jersey 1-0. Brock McGinn with the goal in that one for Anaheim. Also, after 1 period of play, the Montreal Canadiens are on the road in Philadelphia to take on the Flyers, and that one is now tied up at 1. A late goal a few moments ago from the Flyers to send that deadlocked into the locker room after 20 minutes of play. Nick Suzuki scoring for Montreal on that. Coming up at 7 o'clock Edmonton time in Denver, the Colorado Avalanche will entertain the Ottawa Senators. So we'll watch that one very carefully as well. If you're wondering how the Condors did this weekend, it was a tough weekend. Lost both games in Tucson to the Roadrunners. Lost on Friday and on Saturday. But Bakersfield will be back in action coming up on Friday night. They'll be hosting Coachella Valley. So that's what's happening in the American Hockey League. Edmonton Oil Kings, they are out on the West Coast, beginning their West Coast swing. They had a tough night on the opening night in Everett on Friday. They really took it on the chin there, but bounced back yesterday, last night in Portland. So they're coming off a huge 7-1 victory in that one. They will play the Americans in Tri-Cities, and that is coming up tomorrow. And so far, the Oil Kings have played 11 games, and they have 1 shutout loss. They have 5 wins and 5 losses in that one. But like I said, they'll be home eventually, but they've got to go through that Western swing, and it's always tough, especially for the Eastern teams traveling as much as they do. And Game 3 of the World Series goes tomorrow night in the Bronx in New York City. The New York Yankees are in trouble. Well, they lost. It's kind of the way it usually goes. You're supposed to win your home games, and that's what the Dodgers did. They won both of theirs in L.A., so they have a 2-0 lead in that best-of-7 series after a 4-2 victory at home last night. So Game 3 goes tomorrow in New York. So that's what's going on around some of the other leagues. And that is also it for At the Intermission, which is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. And we also have to remind you that the Out-of-Town Scoreboard is brought to you by Pizza 73, official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Players are getting all set to return to the ice, and hey, we're going to be right there with them for the 3rd period, which is coming up from Motown. We'll get right to that. At the Intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers Edmonton Oilers Radio Network.
At the Intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 6966879.
You can't predict exactly how your harvest will go. So here's the next best thing, InvigorResults.ca. Featuring localized and replicated trial results, you can see how Invigor canola hybrids could perform in your fields. But more importantly, the results demonstrate our consistent track record and undisputed leadership, giving you the confidence to flex your harvest muscle season after season. Go to InvigorResults.ca to see results in your area today.
Portage College graduates are incredibly employable. How does Portage know? 99% of employers surveyed said they would hire a Portage grad. Get career ready at Portage College. Learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. 2-1 Red Wings lead. We're getting ready for that third period of play. The Oilers, when trailing after 40, are 1-3-0 this year. When leading after 40 for Detroit, they are 3-0-0. Leon Draisaitl, the goal scorer for Edmonton, has a goal on his birthday. Oilers with a far better second period than first, but still trail by 1. They were down 1-0 after the opening 20 here at Little Caesars Arena. Shots in that second period, they have now tallied them at 17-7.
That's correct. You're good at math. Not bad for a kid from the north side of Edmonton.
The internet version's a little different, so that's why it was a bit hesitant.
That'll happen.
No. All right, we're getting ready here for the third. It's Henrique Brown and Jeff Skinner out there with Stetcher and Nurse to start it off. Johansson will dump it in, and going back for it is Stetcher. Around the right side to Brown, off his stick and out. Johansson lifts it back in. Nurse chase after it, go in behind the Oiler goal. He'll stop, up the left wing to Jeff Skinner, into the Detroit zone, now to Henrique. Henrique, off the end boards, will go to the right. Stetcher will shoot it. That one hit Brown. And bringing it out, Berggren down the right wing. A 3-on-2 rush across to Tarasenko, and then he tried to get a return pass to Berggren. That doesn't connect. The puck on the right wing. Sider in from the right wing point. Around the boards to the left. Edvinsson to Sider. Left corner. Pinned by Emberson of the Oilers. Loose puck to Henrique. He can clear it out. Batted by Connor Brown. It goes into the Detroit end. Edvinsson will stop behind his goal. And up the left wing. Give it to Dylan Larkin. Cuts to center ice. Now Larkin into the Oiler end left side, shoots it, and the save made by Pickard. He'll hold on. We're a minute 4 seconds gone here in the third. 2-1 Detroit leads.
Oilers still with a lack of offense, Cam.
That has been an ongoing issue.
It's stunning. You know, one goal between Nugent Hopkins and Zach Hyman, 9 games into the season. Zach without a goal, 54 last year. It's crazy. Got the puck stripes. I know they really like it.
All right. It's to the right of Pickard. I'll try to get an explanation from the linesman on that. Draisaitl against Andrew Kopp. Kopp wins it to Sherratt. Off the corner boards, it bounces to the left. Kane shoots it wide. In from the right. Petrie to keep it in. Bouchard in behind the goal. Off the right wing boards. Arvidsson. Over to Podkolzin on the left. He'll shoot it in. Rims on the right for Draisaitl to the left wing point. Ekholm off the left wing boards. Arvidsson spins off the left side across to Draisaitl. The one-timer and the save by Talbot. Puck in the right wing corner. Draisaitl to the blue line to Bouchard. Back to Draisaitl. Comes down the right side. Dumped down by Kopp. Puck goes to Podkolzin to the blue line. Bouchard on the left for Arvidsson. To Evan Bouchard. He's on the right boards at the top of the circle. Went off his stick. Now it comes right to Podkolzin. Couldn't get a shot. A second chance. That's blocked. Podkolzin. Cross pass goes through the slot. Down the left wing is McDavid. Over to Arvidsson on the right. To the right wing point for Bouchard. Now to McDavid. Top of the circle. Stops. Makes a couple of moves. Gives it to Bouchard on the left wing. To the blue line. Arvidsson fakes the shot. To the right point. To Bouchard. Rims it. McDavid to the right wing corner. Out to Bouchard. And his shot off the glove of Talbot. And it goes out of play.
I mean, you get possession like that. You're down by a goal here. Got to put it on the net.
We're starting off the third period with some good pressure. 2 minutes, 27 seconds into this third. Face off to the left of Talbot, McDavid, Hyman, and Nugent Hopkins out there with Kulak and Nurse. Edmondson, left corner, now to Sider. Got some room on the right. Sweeps it across to Edmondson. Up the left wing to DeBrincat off his stick it in. Puck along the boards. Kulak will give it to Nurse. Just coming up the left wing for Nugent Hopkins.
Raymond's hurt.
Dump it into the left wing corner. Raymond slowly goes to that Detroit bench. Now he's going to go right down the tunnel.
I'm going to guess that he has a right shoulder injury.
Left his stick and glove on the ice as Kulak comes out from behind the goal. On the left wing, will shoot it in. 2-1 Red Wings. We're here in the third. Just over 3 minutes gone. Johansson up the right wing, able to get it out. Janmark has it at center ice for the Oilers. On the right side, that goes offside against Edmonton.
Well, Raymond signing an 8-year extension just north of $8 million per, coming off of a 31-goal season. And he stepped on it. Oh, you know what? Well,
what did he do?
Couldn't feel his right arm. The only possible way he might have, you hit the funny bone sometimes.
Really hard.
That's the best case scenario for Detroit. Otherwise, it looked like a shoulder injury.
Wow. At center ice, Fisher will one-hand it into the Oiler end. Emerson's going to go back forward. Fisher on him. Puck goes to the left side. Rasmussen cycling the puck to Fisher. Now to Veleno, and Veleno to the right wing. To the right wing point. Johansson to Veleno. Plays it off the corner boards. Goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Kulak on the left wing to Garrett Ryan. Up the left side to Janmark. Couldn't get the puck in.
Too much a lot tonight.
Up the right side to Perry. He will bring it in. Perry went to shoot it. Hit some shin pads. It comes out. Berggren down the left wing into the Oiler end. Got dumped down by Nurse. Penalty coming up. It'll be a tripping call against Darnell Nurse, and it's the first power play of the day for Detroit.
Well, how many times is Edmonton going to misplay pucks and fuel a transition the other way from Detroit? They can skate, and Detroit gets their first power play of the game, and this is not a particular area of strength.
Edmonton, number 25, 2-minute minor penalty, tripping.
As it will be a Detroit power play that is currently connecting 17th in the league at 19.2%. The Oilers are last on the PK.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers did go 2 for 2 on the PK against Pittsburgh on Friday. Face off to the right of Pickard. 2-1. Red Wings lead. 4 minutes, 9 seconds gone here in the third period. Larkin wins the draw. Sider on the blue line, left side to Brinkett. He'll get it across to Kane. Now to the left wing corner it goes. And Stetcher will find Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins playing his 890th game as an Edmonton Oiler. Will flip it down the ice.
The way this game has gone for the Oilers, they can't afford to give one up, because I'm not convinced they can score 3 goals in regulation.
Kane, left wing to Kopp into the Oilers zone. Rims on the right. Larkin plays it off the right wing corner boards. Ekholm is able to get it free. Finds room through the middle, and down the ice it goes.
The thing about Ekholm, he never stops battling.
Moritz Sider in behind his net. Drops it back to Larkin. Larkin weaving his way up to center ice. Now to Kane on the right wing. Got the puck to DeBrincat. Cross ice. Kane was tied up. And the puck cleared out.
Kane saying he got stick slashed out of his hand. It looked like that to me. Thought maybe Edmonton got away with one there, Cam.
Probably did. Sider through the middle. Left wing to Larkin. Throws it back at center. The Kopp now on the left wing. Tarasenko snap the puck around on the right. It goes off the puck. Bowles into Kulak. Kulak got it up to the blue line. That's camped in. Tarasenko has it left side. Gave it to Kasper. Right wing to Petrie. The shot from the right side. And the save made by Pickard. He holds on to that as from the right wing, Berggren let it go. 33 seconds left to go in the penalty to Nurse. Oilers down by 1 here in the third period. streak to take the draw against JT Comfort. Comfort had the first goal in this game. Puck to the left wing corner, and Echo blasts it off of Petrie and down the ice. Tarasenko being pressured by Nugent Hopkins. Puck goes over to Petrie. Petrie in behind his goal. Now out through the middle of the ice. Forced over to the right by Nugent Hopkins. Goes to Comfort. Comfort into the Oiler end. Broken up by Henrique. And he'll flip it all the way down. Penalty just about done. Red Wings 0 for 1 with a man advantage as Nurse steps out onto the ice. Stumped into the Oilers zone. Pickard on the right wing to Bouchard. On the right side, McDavid ties up with Edmondson. It's just inside the Edmonton blue line. Goes back to Ekholm. He'll stop him behind the Oiler net. On the right side to Bouchard. Long pass off the skate of Draisaitl. Now he'll bring it in on the left. A little button hook towards the boards. Around and behind the net to McDavid. Right wing to Bouchard. To the right wing point for Draisaitl. Off the right wing to Bouchard. To McDavid as he goes into the corner. Now in behind the net. Over to the left. Back to the blue line. Ekholm waiting. Shooting. And he put it over the net. Puck on the right wing. Draisaitl to the left wing point for Ekholm. Pulls it off the left boards. Gives it to Draisaitl. Now to the right point for Bouchard. To McDavid on the right wing. Across the top of the circle. The shot. That's kicked out by Talbot. Puck in the left wing corner. McDavid. Up the left wing boards. Oilers down by 1 here in the third. Across to Draisaitl on the right side. To the left wing point. Ekholm his shot. And it doesn't get through. Goes over to the right wing point. Draisaitl with it. To Ekholm. To Draisaitl. Left side to Bouchard. Bouchard to Leon Draisaitl. A snapshot. Tipped just wide of the net. It's rimmed. It's kept in by Ekholm. Now on the right wing to McDavid. Over to the left. Top of the circle in the Red Wing zone. Now to Skinner. The shot. And a good save made by Talbot. He'll cover it up. Jeff Skinner with a chance off the right wing. Talbot keeps it out. 2-1. Red Wings lead the Oilers. 7:47 gone in the third. We'll be right back from Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't dig past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. Hockey is back, and so is Play Alberta, Alberta's #1 sportsbook and the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheer for the Oilers while scoring bigger offers, boosted odds, live betting, player props, and more. New to Alberta? New players now receive $200 in free bets just for signing up. Already a player? Get a $10 free bet for every $100 you bet. Download the new Sportsbook app and make your picks today. Bonus terms and conditions apply.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-1 Red Wings lead. We played 7:47 of the third period. Face off in the Detroit zone to the left at Talbot. Oilers with some great pressure after killing off that penalty to Darnell Nurse. Ryan, Perry, and Janmark out there with Kulak and Nurse. Casper taking the draw for Detroit. Ryan out of the face-off circle. It'll be Matthias Janmark. goes to Johansson of the Red Wings, up to the blue line, off the leg of Kulak. Now cleared out by Tarasenko. Nurse will shoot it in. Out of his net, Talbot around to Tarasenko left side, pinching down Kulak. It stays hit to Janmark left wing corner. Out of a right wing point, Kulak off the right boards. Down the right side, towards the net, and a pad saved by Talbot. Nurse on the left wing. Gave the puck to Janmark, now to Ryan, behind the goal to Kulak. Comes over to the right side, to the right wing point for Perry. Perry winds up, his shot is blocked, but he gets it right back. He'll let it go this time. It goes just wide off of Johansson. It's in behind the Red Wings goal. Perry slides it in front of the net and trying to shove Talbot into the goal as he covered it up. That draws a crowd.
Oh, that's Corey Perry right there.
That's classic Corey Perry.
Yeah, been a little old school.
2-1 Detroit here in the third. Had good pressure since killing that penalty. It's giving him some momentum.
Loading up McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman for another 5v5 shift. Chris Knobloch goes to the whip.
It's to the left of Talbot. Shots 26-22 now in favor of Edmonton. Goes to the corner. Hyman up against the boards, pinned by Seider. Draisaitl had to go off, escape, comes across. Rasmussen off the boards and out. Bouchard stops in behind the Edmonton goal. Now out through the middle, that's picked off by Seider. He'll bring it right back in. Seider to the right side, his shot goes just wide. Left side, Larkin with his shot, and that save made by Pickard to hold on to it. 10:56 to go here in the third. 2-1 Detroit leading.
Well, definitely changing the lines now. Yeah. You're going to see Nugent Hopkins between Skinner and Arvidsson. I don't mind this. Chasing a little bit.
Yep.
Nugent Hopkins is at 65% of faceoffs coming in on this game. It's been by far his best season. Let's stop the puck here. Don't keep him out. And he wins another.
And Nugent Hopkins wins it, and it's Nurse behind the Edmonton goal. The left wing to Jeff Skinner. Now to Nugent Hopkins, right side to Stetcher. Stetcher will dump it in. Goes to the left wing corner. Hop won't get it out. Kept in by Nurse. His shot goes off of Skinner to the right wing corner. Skinner on the right wing boards, but it comes free. Petrie for the Red Wings. The Cop, he's able to get it out. Nugent Hopkins loops back at his own blue line for Stetcher. Now through the middle, Arvidsson. The spinorama at center ice.
See, I think you got to get the puck deep there, Cam.
Arvidsson now wheels through the middle. Comes into the Detroit zone. Right side. Nugent Hopkins, a shot, and a save made by Talbot. As Arvidsson was skating in front, trying to provide a bit of a screen. He'll face off in the Detroit zone.
Ekholm's played over 20 minutes. The Oilers have 3 defensemen north of 20 minutes per game on average. Ekholm, Bouchard, Darnell Nurse, Seider, and Edmondson playing over 20 minutes a game. It's going to be a great pairing for a long time for the Red Wings.
That's their number one pairing right now. A couple of young guys. It's impressive. Face off to the left of Talbot. Edmondson off the boards. He hits Hyman. So it does stay in. Hyman runs that thing along the right corner. Now behind the net. Seider comes in. McDavid gets the loose puck to Bouchard, right wing point. Down the boards, off the stick of McDavid. They go to the left wing. Raymond got it off the boards. It doesn't get out. Goes over to Draisaitl. Has it right wing corner. Draisaitl with Seider on him. Off the right wing to Bouchard. His shot. Lots of traffic, and it doesn't get through. Puck cleared out. DeBrincat will go after it. It should be icing, and it will be.
And Edmondson's going to get a change here. He's hurt. Puck hit him. Yeah. And speaking of hurt, Raymond's back in there. So I think my diagnosis...
I think you're right.
Got it off the funny bone.
hand wasn't moving quite right after that and worked itself out. Face off to the right of Talbot. The Oilers are trying desperately here to tie this game up. The start of the road trip as they take on the Red Wings. They go to Sherratt. Off the left wing side to Brinkett. He's able to clear it. Back home up to Bouchard. Now to Draisaitl. Comes into the Red Wing end on the right wing. Turns to the right wing boards to the blue line. Bouchard scores! Evan Bouchard with a hammer shot from the right wing point. There was traffic in front of the net. This game is tied at 2.
Now, the only concern is Hyman, a lot of called back goals last year. Was he outside the crease on the screen? Or did he enter the... They're taking a look at it for a while here.
Totally good.
That's a good goal. You got to ask, though, Cam. Sorry to be that guy, buddy.
Today's day and age.
Yeah.
Evan Bouchard. Beautiful goal by Bouchard to get his third of the year. He's got a goal and an assist in this one. 11:47 time of the goal. Icing against the Red Wings. We are tied at 2. There's no way Cam Talbot was able to see that. Went back to Bouchard on the right wing point. He drilled it, but multiple players skating in the way. Draisaitl and Ekholm with the assist. .47 time of that goal. That gets into the slot. Airs Henrique's shot and is saved by Talbot. Wow. Puck played off the glass and out. Emberson.
Gotta keep skating. Can't. Oh,
wow. Reverse it in his own end to Kulak up the right wing. And to Brown. Brown over to Emberson. He'll shoot it in. Goes to the side of the net, and it is covered up by Talbot, and we're going to get the whistle. We're going to take a break. 8:37 to go in the third. Oilers and Red Wings tied up at 2. We'll be right back from Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Weather forecast? Ugh. Savings forecast? Cha-ching. Save up to $225 on a set of 4 Select tires, plus a bonus $50 off any service of $150 at Fountain Tire until December 14th. Restrictions apply. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
From your home to the ice rink, ATCO Energy is there. As the official energy provider of Rogers Place, we're also proud partners of the Edmonton Oilers. ATCO Energy, powering your place. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the Century Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino. Come for the action. Stay for the fun.
Weather forecast? Ugh. Savings forecast? Cha-ching. Save up to $225 on a set of 4 Select tires, plus a bonus $50 off any service of $150 at Fountain Tire until December 14th. Restrictions apply. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Evan Bouchard has the tying goal here in the third. Third of the year from Draisaitl and Ekholm at 10:47. Knotted up at 2. 8:37 to go in this third period now.
Zach Hyman hasn't scored a goal, but that's a nice screen on the play. No chance for Cam Talbot.
Off in the Red Wing end to the right of Talbot. Nugent Hopkins, Arvidsson, and Skinner out there with Stetcher and Nurse. Comfort taking the draw for Detroit. The puck goes right to Talbot. To Sherratt around the left wing, side and out. Nurse on the left wing. Arvidsson just got it to the blue line. That's it. Petrie back out with it. Comes back to Petrie. Give it to Sherratt up the left wing. Off of Kopp. Pickard's going to have to do something here. Rims it on the left wing. Arvidsson off the corner.
Make easy play.
The right side to Stetcher.
Put it in a tough spot there.
That goes into the Detroit end, and it's Sherratt off the boards and out. Nurse inside his own blue line for Edmonton. We're tied at 2. We're here in the third. Right wing to Arvidsson. Stands on his dump in. And the puck goes to Raymond. On the right wing, Veleno was going off for a change, so the puck picked up by Emberson of the Oilers. Now to Podkolzin up the left wing, went off into Brinkett and into the crowd.
I thought that might have been a piece of Perry, too. Fourth line on the ice here. The Oilers, this is the first of a back-to-back. Columbus is another young team that can really skate, and Edmonton's played poorly in Columbus over the... No, they went there last year? I can't remember.
No, it wasn't last year. There was a whole pile of goals.
That was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago?
They lost 6-4, yeah.
We just heard that cannon way too many times.
Yeah. Obviously, it's left an indelible impression on your mind.
Exactly. I'm scared of that thing. Don't want to hear it tomorrow. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. All the way down the ice. It's icing. 7.5 to go in the third.
I guess the vault is starting to slip here, Cam. I think, is that what happens?
That's right. The hard drive doesn't hold the info like it used to. Walking too close to magnets lately.
I don't know what you're talking about. I feel fine.
Takes off to the right of Talbot. Yeah, it's McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman are out there. It's Bouchard and Ekholm. Pushed ahead by McDavid, but it's rimmed by Mata, and he's able to get it just out. Bouchard to Ekholm. Pass to Evan Bouchard. Up the right wing to Draisaitl. Dump it into the Detroit end. Johansson right corner. Over to Mata, but that goes by him. Draisaitl gets control. Now to McDavid up the left wing. Cross-ice pass. Hits a skate. Goes in behind the Detroit net. Veleno up the right wing, off the boards, and that will run up on end. It'll be icing against Detroit.
Oilers lost 4-2 in Columbus last year. That was... They'd won in Boston in overtime in an ugly one, 2-1. Then they lost at Columbus and lost a shootout in Buffalo and then shut out Pittsburgh.
That was the Buffalo game where they went to the dressing room and had to come back out.
Yes.
That's right. Rimmed up to the point. Bouchard on the right wing boards it was able to keep it in. It goes to McDavid. Spins around in the right wing corner to the blue line to Bouchard. Winds up. Shoots.
Just put it.
That goes blocked by Johansson. He will get it out and down the ice. It won't be hard enough for icing. Ekholm stops him behind the Oiler net.
If I'm Evan, you just scored once by pounding it.
Ekholm skate out. Up the right wing. Picked off. Larkin to Raymond. The Oilers zone, a shot that goes wide. Raymond gets it back. Couldn't get a shot through, so it's Hyman to skate out down the left wing. Off the left wing boards and in. It goes to McDavid. He'll spin it across to Draisaitl. Great save by Talbot. Coming across, batted towards the net by McDavid, and Talbot will cover it up. Great setup to Draisaitl off the right wing, and he just hammered that thing on net, and Talbot slid across. That's a good save.
Great save by Cam Talbot. Never go wrong with a goalie named Cam. That's what the Saskatoon Blades used to say back in 1990.
It's not exactly what they were saying, but I appreciate the sentiment. 6:08 to go in the third.
At least you were good enough to play in the Western League.
Face off to the left is Talbot. Shots now 30-23 for Edmonton. Ryan, Podkolzin, and Perry. Emberson and Kulak. Up against Kopp in face-off circle. Puck goes to Johansson. He'll bring it up the left wing. Did get it out. Corey Perry Up the right side to Podkolzin, now into the Detroit zone. He's going to drive towards the net, and now goes to the corner, to the slot, to Perry, forced to the left side. Centering pass off a leg, just went wide. Podkolzin to the right wing point, to Emberson. Just put it in behind the net. Mata off the glass and out. Kulak turns it up on the left wing. Podkolzin will come in, will saucer it across on the right side. Or Henry behind the net to Perry. Knocked away from him. And Mata has it on the right wing in his own end. Up the Comfort, didn't get it out. He gets forced back by Janmark, cuts in front of his goal, and then gets out of harm's way.
He's taking a penalty here.
Mata to Surratt in his own end. Brown chases him in behind the net. Off the right wing boards, and Casper just clears it out. And it's over to the left wing. Berggren will rip it into the Oilers zone. Nurse into the corner. He's got Tarasenko on him. 4:49 to go in the third. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Red Wings. And up the right wing is Stetcher. Get it out. Lumped down by Surratt. Puck goes into the Oilers zone. That's offside as Tarasenko touches it. And we're going to take a break. 4:39 to go in the third. Oilers and Red Wings tied at 2 from Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Turn off hesitation. Turn off doubt. Turn off fears. The YMCA helps you turn off whatever's holding you back so you can let your potential shine. Through our wide range of programs and services, you can turn on confidence, turn on connections, turn on possibilities. Visit our website to see what you can achieve at the YMCA.
This will be the day.
As a farmer, you can't afford to take any more risks than you already do. That's why you choose Invigor Hybrid Canola from BASF. It's not just the patented pod shatter reduction and club root resistant hybrids. It's the performance you trust to deliver year after year. This season, we're adding 3 new early maturing hybrids that are designed for your fields. So get ready to test the limits of your bins. See your retailer today and find out why Invigor has the top 3 hybrids in Alberta.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. As a musician, I'm drawn to the sounds of this great province. Whether it's the wind blowing down the Rockies, the rustling of grass across the prairie, or the sweet sound of a Ford Super Duty, it's all music to my ears. Speaking of Super Duty, with heavy-duty performance that's built for getting the job done right, it's no wonder this truck has Albertans singing its praises. The 2024 Ford Super Duty is available now at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just head on in today and tell them PB sent you.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Tied at 2, Red Wings and Oilers, 4:39 to go here in the third. Comfer and Kopp have scored for Detroit. Draisaitl and Bouchard for Edmonton. Oilers with the tying goal at 10:47 of this third period. It was Evan Bouchard's third of the year.
And that line is dominated. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hymansen's being put together here for the third. Really taking over whenever they've been on the ice.
Kulak up the right wing for the Oilers. Cross to Nurse on the left. Dumps a pocket at the rim on the right. Victor Arvidsson on the right side. Into the corner to Nugent Hopkins. Makes a little move. Goes in behind the net. Left wing. Skinner will try to center. Goes off the outside of the net. And it's covered up by Talbot.
Interesting what Paul Coffey's here doing here. He's played Kulak a bit on the right side in this game. He does have 3 right shot defensemen. Emberson, Stetcher. Stetcher's quite an authoritative player. He steps up and there's no... the pocket, he attacks the play. He doesn't hesitate.
Surratt off the boards and out with it. It's tied up at center ice right in front of the penalty box. Dug out by Veleno down the left wing with Fisher going towards the net. And Nugent Hopkins caught him. Puck at the side of the goal. Saved by Pickard. It's Fisher with a chance. And Surratt will keep it in on the right wing point. And Veleno can't get it in front of the goal. Nurse right wing to Arvidsson. Get it out through the middle off a Detroit stick. It won't be icing it. It goes the length of the ice. And it's on the left wing. Rasmussen on the left side. Going to lose the puck to McDavid. Now gain it back and clear it out. That'll be icing against Detroit. 3:31 to go in the third. We are tied at 2 here at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Oilers have been pressing here in the third period. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman. Out with Bouchard and Ekholm. Larkin taking the draw. It'll go to Ekholm. Now to the right wing point to Bouchard. Down the left side. Off the stick of Larkin. That pass by Bouchard hit Larkin's stick and it rockets into the crowd. And somebody made a good catch.
What type of year do the Tigers have this year?
Tigers?
Yeah. Good year?
They had a really good year. Yeah. Really
pretty good hands there.
That was incredible.
That wasn't a modern day Lonnie Smith, let me tell you. Notoriously good hit, no field. As opposed to Gary Matthews. Yeah. Water covers 90% of the earth. Gary Matthews covers the other 10%.
Edmondson around the boards. Bouchard able to jam that puck off the right side, keep it in. Comes back to Edmondson. To the Brinket, now to Larkin. They clear it out. Bouchard over to Ekholm.
Look at this. Look at how passive this. They're not even forechecking.
No. Now Bouchard on the left just missed McDavid with it. Sider to Raymond.
Oilers can't get rope-a-doped here, though. They're chasing up the ice a bit. Oh,
Raymond will get it out. Give it to DeBrincat. DeBrincat into the Oilers zone on the right wing. Now to Larkin. His shot. It's blocked. Sider will get a backhand. Nice save made by Pickard. And on the right wing, it's Bouchard inside the Oilers zone. Got checked by Raymond. To the middle to DeBrincat. That skipped over his stick and it comes out.
Edmonton's so lucky. Still not done here. They got another chance.
Raymond to the right corner. His pass picked off by Draisaitl. Get it out up the left wing to Henrique. Now on the right to Kulak. His shot off the glove of Talbot. And the puck smacked to the right side. Brown will shoot it. Lots of traffic. It doesn't get through. And Pop comes up the right wing. 2:09 to go in the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Red Wings. Nurse in his own zone. Over to Kulak. Gets by him around the left to Janmark. Got it out to Connor Brown. Into the Red Wing end. Down that left side. Penalty coming up to Detroit. Now it goes to Nurse. His shot just misses. Henrique gathers it on the right.
That's
now it's touched. Going to be a tripping call, and the Oilers getting their second power play with 1:51 to go in the third period.
That is a tough call.
Andrew Kopp going to the box for the trip.
Well, Janmark kept his feet moving.
Number 18, 2-minute minor penalty, tripping.
I understand why the fans maybe were not overly enthused, but now your first power play unit. And they played good 5-on-5 in this period, but they haven't done. Watch this call again. That is, wow. I mean, I know we're the Oilers broadcasters, but I'm going to tell you right now, that's a tough call against Detroit.
Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com.
Got to win a face-off here and get it to the net.
It's off to the right of Talbot.
Well, they won the face.
They won the draw, but it comes out. So Bouchard in the neutral zone to McDavid. On the left wing to Nugent Hopkins will bring it in. Back to the blue line to Bouchard. Over to the right side. Draisaitl top of the circle. Into the corner to McDavid. Up the right wing to the point for Bouchard. Left to Nugent Hopkins. He'll drop it back. Bouchard to McDavid. One-time shot. That's blocked. It goes to the right wing.
He might have a broken skate.
Yeah, Edmondson. That one hit him in the foot. It hurt him. Left side, Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins in the left wing corner. Now out to Draisaitl. Draisaitl from the side. Tried to go upstairs. Just missed. Puck on the right wing point. We're tied at 2. We're here in the third to McDavid. Right wing corner. Draisaitl. Tried to go cross ice with the pass. It gets blocked. It'll be Bouchard to keep it in. To the right corner for McDavid. Out to Draisaitl. To Bouchard. The shot. And that one off of Fisher. And it goes out of play with 54 seconds to go in the third.
You call a timeout here. Seriously, do you call a timeout? He's going to put the second play. He's going to put part of the second power play unit on the ice. This is the first time we've seen this. So Skinner comes on with Arvidsson, and Hyman and Nugent-Hopkins come off, and the Oilers leave their big horses, McDavid and Draisaitl, out there. Got to win the draw if you're Leon.
Tied at 2. 54 seconds to go in the third period. Face off to the left. Of Cam Talbot goes in behind the net. Petrie off the glass and down the ice.
Larkin's had a good game in the circle.
Bouchard coming out for Edmonton up the right wing to Arvidsson. Arvidsson to Jeff Skinner into the Detroit end, right wing to Draisaitl. Off the right wing boards to the blue line to Bouchard. To Draisaitl, hash marks right side. To the point to Bouchard. Now on the left to McDavid. To Arvidsson, left wing to the blue line. Bouchard to Arvidsson to Bouchard. Right side to Draisaitl. 20 seconds to go. Now to McDavid. Out. The one-timer, that's blocked as Arvidsson let it go. And Petrie will clear it out. Bouchard with 10 seconds in the period down the right wing to Draisaitl into the Detroit zone. Cross ice pass that's broken up. Larkin's going to get it out. And as he floats it down the ice, third period comes to a close. There's just 9 seconds of power play time to start off the OT. Oilers and Red Wings need a little bit extra. We're tied at 2. Overtime coming up next. From Detroit, we're at the Little Caesars Arena. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Chemco is building industry across Canada, and now they're on the lookout for civil and electrical project managers, estimators, and superintendents to join their dedicated team. Why Chemco? Because Chemco cares. They put people first, offering top-tier compensation packages and an unwavering commitment to safety. At Chemco, safety isn't just a priority, it's everybody's business. Ready to be part of a team that truly values you? Visit chemco.com/careers today.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan. The Oilers and the Red Wings are going to overtime. We're tied at 2. Evan Bouchard scores in the third period to tie it up for the Oilers. At the 10:47 mark, Bouchard's got a goal and an assist, as does Leon Draisaitl, and it is his 29th birthday. And the Oilers with 9 seconds of power play time to start off this OT. The Oilers in overtime this year, they've gone to OT a couple of times. And Edmonton is sitting at 1-1. And this is the first time Detroit has gone to extra time this season.
Well, it's been a pretty even game. I mean, Detroit was the infinitely better team in the opening period. And I think Edmonton's been pretty good since then.
Yeah.
You just like a little bit more out of the power play. A couple chances to win it here. Now, if it's me, this is interesting. It's a 4-on-3, and they're going to have 2 defensemen out there. They're going to have Ekholm and Bouchard out there with McDavid and Draisaitl. Yeah. So if Leon wins the draw, you're going to get a chance to...
You might. You only got 9 seconds. And then Kopp's back out there, and we will be 4-on-4 until the next stoppage of play. All right. No, I don't know what that was. Tried to drop the puck. All right, overtime underway, and the Oilers got possession. It's Bouchard to bring it to the line. He stood up, so Draisaitl, his pass that hits a skate. It goes to Ekholm. He'll come in on the left. Penalty now done. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play. Rimmed on the right. We're 4-on-4. McDavid across to Ekholm. In front, scores! Leon Draisaitl taps it home! And the Oilers win it 3-2 in overtime. And it's the birthday boy that gives the Oilers the victory here at Little Caesars Arena.
What a play by number 14 for Edmonton, Matthias Ekholm. That was an absolute wonderful play. I mean, that's just, what a look.
He came down the left side, and did a great job of selling the shot, really. And then the pass right across to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, second of the game, sixth of the season.
McDavid will pick up the second assist on the overtime goal, and the Oilers come all the way back in a night where they didn't have a lot going. It's going to end up being an even strength goal, but what a play.
What a play. Just amazing play by Matthias Ekholm. And the Edmonton Oilers get a 3-2 win. And we've got Matthias Ekholm down there right now. Matthias, Cam Moon, and Bob Stauffer upstairs. First of all, your thoughts on the game here today?
Didn't love our start, obviously. First period we got outplayed, but from that point on, I thought we took it to them. I think in the third, it's nice to see us get that equalizer. I thought we really earned it. We were all over them, and yeah, I mean, got that goal. I thought we had some chances to even finish it in the third, but nice to get it in overtime.
You need both goaltenders in this league, and in the first period, you guys said it. I mean, that was a tough start for you. They were on you a bit. Calvin had a wonderful performance, didn't he?
Yeah, he's kind of picked up right where he left off last year. He's been, every time he gets the call, he's coming in for as solid as ever, and you saw that first period could easily been 4-0 them, and he stood tall. And yeah, I mean, I can't say enough good things about him. He works hard, and every time he gets a chance to get in there, he always does well. So nothing changed tonight.
Matthias, describe for me that game-winning goal from your perspective.
Yeah, obviously we started 4-on-3, and it's kind of a scramble at the blue line, back and forth, whatever. And then Davo made a great pass over to me, and was thinking about shooting it, but guys were throwing themselves all over there. Two guys I thought dove down, and I saw Lee on the back door, so I figured usually if you can just get it there, good things happen with players like that, and yeah, that's about what I saw.
Right on. Thanks for doing this, Matthias.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, Matthias Ekholm downstairs. He sets up the game winner by Leon Draisaitl, and the Oilers win it 3-2 here over Detroit, and they had to come back. They were down 2-1 heading into the final 20 minutes, and Draisaitl on his birthday gets 2 goals and an assist, so a 3-point night. And the Edmonton Oilers pick up their 4th win of the year. They're now 4-4-1, and yeah, not a great first period for them, Bob, but they battle back. They stay with it. They get saves from Calvin Pickard in particular in the first period, but looked like a gutsy effort in the final 40.
Yeah, I mean, they were the better team in the final 40. There's no question. I mean, frankly, they deserve to win this game, and they don't get there without Pickard in the first period. And that's, you know, your one big goaltender's got to come through, and he came through. That's all there is to it.
So now looking ahead, they got to go back-to-back. It's Columbus tomorrow.
Yeah, Columbus has got a couple pretty good players. You know, they don't have Boone Jenner in the lineup. That's a big loss for them. Dmitry Voronkov last year at 18 goals. His absence is obviously missed. I mean, it's a very emotional here in Columbus after just the terrible confluence of events that led to the passing of Johnny and Matt Goodrow. But Columbus has got a lot of young skill. Werenski's had a wonderful start to the season in the back end, and Danil Tarasov has supplanted Merzlichkins to this point on the season. So they're coming in 3-3-1. The Oilers are 4-4-1. Edmonton hasn't played well there. We'll see what they can do tomorrow.
All right. Well, we saw what they could do here today, and that was come back and win this game. It was JT Compher and Andrew Kopp scoring for Detroit. Leon Draisaitl with a pair, including the game winner. Evan Bouchard also scoring for the Oilers, and Calvin Pickard solid in net, and Edmonton gets the win. 3-2 in overtime over the Detroit Red Wings. Edmonton now 4-4-1. Detroit drops to 4-4-1. Our Rogers post-game show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers Postgame Show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rimmed on the right, we're 4-on-4. McDavid across to Ekholm in front, scores! Leon Draisaitl taps it home, and the Oilers Oilers win it 3-2 in overtime, and it's the birthday boy that gives the Oilers the victory here at Little Caesars Arena.
That's the Century Casino Highlight Zone, all in, all games, all season. Century Casino's free great locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Dry settled the GW, GNOT, Edmonton Rallies. Twice in this game en route to a 3-2 overtime win. From the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth, this is the Rogers Game Night Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Rogers Postgame Show. Let's bring aboard our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, it started with a great performance in the first period from Calvin Pickard when the Oilers weren't going.
Certainly. The Red Wings were by far the better team to start the game. Shots were lopsided. The play was lopsided. Calvin Pickard made a couple big saves. The biggest was the one on DeBrincat, which I think would have made it 2-0. Put the Oilers in a big hole, but Pickard kept them in the game, and then after that, Detroit has good offense. They move the puck well in the offensive zone, but they are terrible defensively. And the Edmonton Oilers exposed that over the last 41 minutes of this hockey game. They got pucks in deep. They started forcing the play. They got out of their zone quicker, got it into the Red Wings zone, and then that's where you're able to take advantage, because the Detroit Red Wings, they had no answer for the last 41 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, that pairing of Ekholm and Bouchard, and then obviously McDavid and Draisaitl, they went to the whip in the third period, got the game tire, and Matthias involved in both goals, ultimately game-tying, game-winning goal. It was a great look. Rob, it's a great look by Ekholm. He's been a wonderful addition since coming over from Nashville.
Well, he has, and I think that sometimes when he was in Nashville, he was overshadowed because he had the great Roman Josi with him. But every time we watched them play, you could see, okay, he's smart offensively. He knows what he's doing with the puck, but that wasn't his role. He's been given a different type of role here, and he's playing with players that allow him to jump up and make plays. We've seen a number of times over the last year and a bit with Ekholm making backdoor passes, finding guys. Found Henrique last year a couple times right after Henrique got here. Everyone thought he was shooting. Both defenders went down to block it. Talbot completely sold out for the shot because they've seen Ekholm time and time again do that. But Ekholm made a perfect pass. I mean, he's only got one hand on his stick. He's fighting off a defender coming back. You can't put it too close to the body or it's not going to deflect in. Ekholm made the perfect pass. It was a good play, smart play by Knobloch throwing out the two defensemen in a situation where they could have gone three forwards. But he put the two defensemen out because he knows both Bouchard and Ekholm can make plays like forwards can.
All right. Edmonton hasn't won in Columbus in the last couple of years. Second of a back-to-back. We saw Detroit being the better team playing yesterday. Edmonton's going to need to have a better start in Columbus, which has been part of the issue, Rob, the last couple of years.
It is, but this Columbus team's not as good. Obviously, no Johnny Gaudreau, no Patrick Laine. They've got other injuries to top players. And they just... When I look at teams and how they can compete against the Oilers, do they have the defenders, the guys that can stop the Connor and Leon on separate lines, or even more, can they stop them when they're together? And I don't know if Columbus has that. They're going to be rebuilding. And the Oilers have something good going right now. They have been very good 5 of their last 6 periods. they should carry that on. They put a little winning streak together. The Western Conference, other than a couple teams, very clogged up. So you want to start putting a little distance between you and the ones that are trailing you. They have a chance to do that with a couple games against teams they should beat.
Good stuff, Rob. Talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good, Bob.
No Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance. Goal of the game, health, dental, travel. We've got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. The smart play of the night brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta. With all natural ingredients, it's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the box the next time you shop. And tonight we'll award it to Matthias Ekholm on just a wonderful look for the GWG&OT to Leon Draisaitl. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2025-26 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day Live event on November 3rd at the Millcraft Bar and Kitchen. For the full event schedule and to RSVP, go to OilersGameDayLive.com.
Chemco is building industry across Canada, and now they're on the lookout for civil and electrical project managers, estimators, and superintendents to join their dedicated team. Why Chemco? Because Chemco cares. They put people first, offering top-tier compensation.
Of a 6-game U.S. road trip in the Western Hockey League. Bakersfield last night, Colin Dillia played well, but gave up a bad goal in overtime, and Bakersfield drops to 2-1-3 on the season. They don't play again until this weekend coming up on Friday. Bottom line here, the Oilers weren't good in the first. Their big dogs took the game over in the third and in overtime. Leon Draisaitl setting up Evan Bouchard for the game-tying goal. Matthias Ekholm setting up Leon Draisaitl for the GWG&OT. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hockey is back, and so is Play Alberta, Alberta's #1 sports book and the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheer for the Oilers while scoring bigger offers, boosted odds, live betting, player props, and more. New to Alberta? New players now receive $200 in free bets just for signing up. Already a player? Get a $10 free bet for every $100 you bet. Download the new Sportsbook app and make your picks today. Bonus terms and conditions apply.
Businesses deserve the best protection against cyber threats. Alltech offers state-of-the-art IT and cybersecurity solutions to safeguard digital assets. The team of experts at Alltech are dedicated to providing the highest level of security, ensuring that data remains safe and operations are seamless. With Alltech, businesses can focus on growth while the rest is handled. From advanced threat detection to comprehensive data security, Alltech has it covered. Choose Alltech for reliable and effective cybersecurity. Visit alt-tech.ca now to learn more.
Let's go to the Molson Cup 3 Stars, presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. Must be of legal drinking age. Third star tonight, had a goal and an assist for the Edmonton Oilers, and that's Evan Bouchard. Andrew Kopp, who had a goal and an assist in this game, is tonight's second star. The birthday boy, Leon Draisaitl, he turned 29 today, scored twice, had an assist. GWG and OT, Edmonton wins, final score 3-2. For my play-by-play partners this season, Cam Moon, who called tonight's game along with Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Bryn Griffiths, Brendan Escott, studio producers. Eamon Hashem at the helm tonight, along with Angie Quinnell and Kellen Kennedy. And our engineer, as always, here in Detroit was Albert Dale. Bob Stauffer saying so long from Little Caesars Arena. The Oilers, after an 0-3 start, are now 4-4-1 on the campaign. They're